Hello, everybody, and welcome to Warrensburg, Missouri. We're on the campus of the University of Central Missouri, Walton Stadium, and we are ready for district semifinal action. Your Harrisonville Wildcats set to take on the Warrensburg Tigers in a conference rematch in the district semifinals. Class 4 District 7 semis tonight. Winner of this game gets the winner of Grandview and Grain Valley playing in Grain Valley tonight. We will keep you updated on that game as well. Right now it is time for your pregame show, brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank. Stop in and set up an account and take advantage of free internet banking. We just said it. It is district semifinal action. Cats are trying to get back to their 6th consecutive district championship game. Next week, they played Warrensburg for the district championship last year on this same field, lost 35-28. They would like to exact a little bit of revenge. And, of course, the Warrensburg Tigers would like to exact some revenge as the Cats knocked them off 14-13. Actually, sorry, 15-14 or 14-13 final score. Cats had to score late and get a 2-point conversion to win that game on Warrensburg's homecoming earlier this season. So a little bit of paybacks for both. We'll get into that a little bit later in your pregame show when we talk about our keys to the game. You know, for me, it's that time of year. We're in district semifinals. This is when the Wildcats are always at their best. Look over the last several years. I just said it. They've got a chance to go to their 6th consecutive district championship football game. Not a lot of Class 4 or any football programs in Missouri can be able to say that. So the Cats have a long, rich tradition. They've won 5 state titles, their last one coming in 2016. They would like to get back to that state title game this year. They've had some bumpy road along the way. They started 0-4, won their next 4, went to 4-4, lost to Odessa, and rebounded nicely last week with a 58-14 win powered by 4 Jace Reynolds touchdown runs. We were just talking a little bit before the game. I was teasing them. I was talking to them a little bit about how I said Wyatt Reynolds twice in that game. Of course, Wyatt is the older brother of Jace Reynolds, and he had some good games for the Wildcats over the last several years as well. So we're rocking and rolling here from Warrensburg, and guys, I'm be real honest with you. I'm glad I'm not downstairs tonight as we are rocking and rolling up here in the warm comfort of the press box here from Warrensburg and the campus of University of Central Missouri, where myself and Larissa Lamb are both students right now. I'm going to beat her to graduate probably a semester before her, but I don't know. Oh, no. So, see, she's going to beat me. She's going to graduate before me. You need to change your major. So, we're ready to rock and roll. I'm rolling solo tonight. We'll talk about that a little bit later as well. We want to welcome everybody for watching tonight. And if anybody's got it on and is rocking and rolling and want to take stats from home, hey, feel free to shoot us a message and let us know you're taking stats from home, because I don't know that I'm going to be able to do color, play-by-play, and stats all at the same time. Ron may try to do some stats up here behind us, and we'll get to that in just a little bit as well. So it's your pregame show brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank. Stop in, set up an account, and take advantage of free internet banking. We'll take a time out. We'll be back with more on your pregame show right after this.
There is no better way to get in touch with other business owners and potential clients than joining the Harrisonville Area Chamber of Commerce. Come to monthly networking events and grow your business and make new friends. The Chamber is booking now for booths at the Log Cabin Festival October 4th and 5th. So give Bing and the staff a call today and get signed up for all the fun. 816-380-5271. Every broadcast team has to look good. The 4T's crew is no different. That's why we trust C-Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing to outfit us for each broadcast. Offering full-service screen printing, embroidery, promotional products, banners, and more, they can take care of you. When you're looking for a company to make that next shirt, stop looking and call C-Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing at 660-885-2447 or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
Looking for a new modern style place for your wedding? One that won't break the bank? We've got good news for you. Harrisonville's newest event space, the Uptown Event Space, is now booking for events for the holidays and next year. Located across from the Old Cass Medical Center, there's ample parking and space for your next big party, complete with private rooms for the bride and groom to get ready, a kitchen area, and a full catering available. It's time to go to Uptown and book your next event today. Buying a house is a full-time job in itself. Why not take the work out of finding your dream home? Go see Carol Looney and her staff at American Heritage Realtors today. Locally owned and members of the community, American Heritage is sure to help you find everything you need in a new home. With insight to local schools, parks, and neighborhoods, they'll match you with everything you want for your dream home. So when the time comes to buy or sell, call American Heritage Realtors at 816-380-6161 or visit them today online at americanheritage-realtors.com.
It's important to have a local bank. Sherwood Community Bank is the area's only locally owned bank. It's nice when your local bank is also up with the times and provides you with internet banking and a mobile banking app. We are all so busy, so sometimes being able to jump online or use an app to transfer funds at the click of a button is the easiest way to bank. So go to one of Sherwood Bank's 4 convenient locations in Urick, Creighton, Garden City, or Harrisonville and set up an account today.
And don't forget to download the Sherwood Bank app.
Want the best deal from the best dealership? Max Motors Ford, right in Harrisonville, Missouri. We make deals the others won't. More for your trade, less for your new one. Worth the drive from anywhere. We will beat any competitor's offer on a new vehicle by $500 or give you $500 and a tank of gas. With a great selection of over 800 vehicles priced at or below dealer cost. Come see why Max Ford in Harrisonville is the easiest place to buy a car. Visit us at the corner of 71 and 291 highways or shop maxford.com. Proud to sponsor our Harrisonville Wildcats.
Atkinson Funeral Home and Cremation Services have been serving families in the area since 1929. The Atkinsons take great pride in being members of the community. They will soon graduate a 4th-generation Wildcat, and with this kind of commitment to Harrisonville, you know Atkinson Funeral Home will be there for you. As always, they are proud supporters of the Harrisonville Wildcats.
Hi, I'm Lacey Dom.
Hi, I'm Cameron Chenoweth with American Family Insurance.
And as I was saying before I was cut off, I'm Lacey Domnick with Shelter Insurance. As you can see, we're both competitors off the field. However, since we're Harrisonville alums, we both still love the Wildcats and this community.
So if you're looking for hometown insurance from your hometown agent, give me a call, Cameron.
No! Give me a call at 816-380-2700 for a shelter insurance quote today.
Or for the best quote, give me a call at 816-380-3996 for an American Family quote. We know you have options, so we want to team up to give you the best options in insurance.
It's happened to all of us. We buy new tires and a week later we run over a nail. Good news, buy your tire at Young's Tire and Wheel Center and you get free flat repair for the life of your tires. Have a bad tire and need a replacement but you don't want to break the bank? Young's can help you with that as well, with a huge assortment of quality used tires. So when the time comes for new tires or a replacement, go to the shop that Harrisonville trusts on South Commercial, a stone's throw from Forged by Fire.
When 14s needs tires, they call Young's. Yes!
Event spaces come in all shapes and sizes. Finding the one that is just right can be a hassle. Not anymore. The Dickey Cottage is perfect for those extra large family gatherings, birthday parties, baby showers, and more. With a large kitchen to use, a giant dining room for everyone, and a living room area with a big screen, there is sure to be room for everyone to relax and feel right at home. So the next time you need a venue that is just right, call Sonia at 816-925-0588 and book your date today. The Dickey Cottage, the venue place.
Insurance doesn't have to be a bad word, especially when all the insurance you need is under one roof. Auto, commercial, life, health, farm, or crop insurance, they have you covered. With a lineup like that, they are sure to be the team covered. So instead of dreading a call to get an insurance quote, call the team that will line up with the best of them. The team at Stafford & Stafford Insurance, located on Commercial across from Holland's Auto Sales.
One of the scariest things to do is to take your car to a mechanic. No reason to be scared when you have the best mechanics around right here in Harrisonville. Colby and the crew at Colby's Car Clinic are all ASE certified mechanics with the latest equipment to keep your vehicle running smoothly year in and year out. So don't be scared. Go to Colby's Car Clinic and take the fear out of getting your car fixed. Give Colby a call at 816-380-3000 or go see them in the big blue building behind O'Reilly's. There is only one place in Harrisonville that you can see every Wildcat game, home or away, on the big screen. That's at Forged by Fire. If you're unable to make the journey to the game, stop in and watch the game with fellow Wildcat fans. Check them out every other night as well during the week with nightly specials and a full menu that is sure to make your mouth water. Forged by Fire is Harrisonville's premier restaurant, and remember, it's your Friday night Wildcat headquarters before, during, and after the game.
What is greater than 1? 2! That's right, now Show Me Auto Mall has 2 locations to serve you, one in Harrisonville and the north location in Belton. Chances are, that means the quality of used vehicle you are searching for is going to be at one of their 2 locations. With several financing options available, Show Me Auto Mall will get you in the vehicle you want without breaking the bank. So when it's time to trade that vehicle in, go see the gang at Show Me Auto Mall and let them show you the Show Me difference.
No, it is not Christmas time yet. However, it is time to start planning for those Thanksgiving and Christmas get-togethers that are fast approaching. And somebody needs to bring the dessert, so hop on Facebook and look up Katie's Cookies and Cupcakes and tell Greta what you're looking for. She will help you create a masterpiece for the holidays. With over 20 years' experience, they will have the best dessert at your holiday party. Holiday orders are filling up fast, so jump on and get your order in today. Why would you ever trust a guy in a big box store helping you pick out the right flooring for your house? I wouldn't. I'd call Hometown Flooring in Harrisonville. They will travel to you, consult with you, and come up with the best options for you, your house, and your budget. Everything from carpet and vinyl to hardwoods and backsplash, this store has it all. Your money stays right here in the community these owners grew up in. Let the professionals at Hometown Flooring help you create the look you love with products that will last. Call them at 816-380-2464 and set up an estimate today. Or visit them at their showroom, 801 Locust Street, Harrisonville. When you're searching for insurance, it's good to be able to call an agent in your town who can protect you. So if you're looking for auto, life, renters, boat, ATV, or any other weekend toy to be covered, call on CPSK Insurance, one of their 3 agents, Summer, Randy, or Amanda. Located right off I-49 and 291 in Harrisonville at the Millwalk Mall, they can give you a quote and get you covered quickly and easily. If your business needs covered, they can help you there as well. So call them today at 816-380-3800 for a quote and let your hometown insurance go to work for you. Mike and Natalie Johnson take pride in giving back to the community. If you need help on a remodel, a project at your house, or you may need some of that snow that they're talking about again removed after the next snowstorm, give them a call. But they're also there to help with the community, and they help with various projects throughout each year. From the Savannah Nash Memorial in front of HHS, redoing both Harrisonville's baseball and softball fields, or organizing a trip to Houston to help out with hurricane victims. Mike and Natalie make sure that Excalibur pays it forward as well. And they help Harrisonville continue to be a great place to live. And as always, go Wildcats.
You need multiple things for a project at home, but don't want to go all over the city to find it? You need to go see Tom and Lonnie Cook at the 38,000 square foot Trade Fair Mall. Over 200 booths with Amish-made jelly, new and used furniture, antiques, toys, and a little bit of everything you can think of. Harrisonville's Trade Fair Mall can be your one stop for everything. Whether it's your first time to Harrisonville or you have been here for years, the Trade Fair is definitely a see-it-to-believe-it type of place, right across the street from Sutherland's.
What is one of your most precious commodities these days? Time. With kids' events, family events, and everything in between, time is precious. So why drive hours and spend an entire day to save $20? Shop local and find your home appliances right in Harrisonville at Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. They deliver and can service any issues that can arise. By doing that, you're putting money right back into the community. So stop wasting family time and go see the staff that treats you like their family at Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center on Plaza Drive, right behind Hawthorne Bank.
Well, it's football season, so that means cold weather is not far behind. It's time to drive on over to Young's Auto Repair to get your car ready for the winter. Flush the radiator, get an oil change, and make sure the heater is ready to keep your family comfortable all winter long. If something else may ail your car, bring it in. Let Young's diagnose the problem, get you back on the road. Young's Auto across the road from Young's Tire on South Commercial Street.
Everyone needs a kickstart at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So go see the team at Sonic of Harrisonville to kick away those afternoon blues with an ice-cold soda full of caffeine to kickstart that energy. The best part, 2 to 4 p.m. is happy hour, so you can kick away the cobwebs for half price. And while you're at it, don't forget to grab an afternoon snack with some cheesy bites or jalapeno poppers. Also, go to the4ts.com and sign up for the Wildcat Kick Contest. So kick away those afternoon blues and get to Sonic today.
What do you look for when you're buying a used vehicle? How about honesty and integrity, along with a reliable vehicle? That's why you should turn to Steve Holland at Holland Auto Sales. Selling reliable vehicles in Harrisonville for 35 years means Holland's will be around when it's time to buy. At Holland's, you get more than a nice vehicle. You get a friend in the car business.
The where the grammars go, Hans Auto Sales, and ask for Steve.
Everybody loves the old-fashioned drive-in. Well, guess what? Susie Q's has opened up in the Old Peculiar Drive-In location, across from the Frog Barn and Peculiar. Go in, get the signature Susie Q, you know, the one that's so big they barely fit in the basket. While you're at it, at the Tenderloin. So next time you think, man, I wish I had an old drive-in, remember, there's one 5 minutes up I-49 in Peculiar at Susie Q's.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the University of Central Missouri in Warrensburg, Missouri. We have district semifinal basketball. Wow, I'm really losing it. District semifinal football set to come your way. I think I had basketball in mind because we're in a nice warm press box and not outside. I don't know. It's your pregame show brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank. Stop in, set up an account, and take advantage of free internet banking. So we are back here in Warrensburg District semifinal action as we are getting ready to roll in this one. We got about 10 minutes or so before we get to the first half action. So let's take some time now and let's go over some keys to the game tonight in this one. Key number one for me, for the Cats, business as usual. Treat this like any other game. Come in here knowing that you've got something you want to take care of and you want to do tonight. Go out there and just take care of your business. Don't get overexcited. You know, about this time of year, I talk about this each and every year. If you go out there and you get too much adrenaline, too much fire early, it can backfire on you in the form of turnovers, in the form of giving up a couple early touchdowns and getting down early, and that all that energy you had is just defeated. I saw it happen several years ago at Green Valley. Green Valley came out. They were fired up. This was the year. They were going to get them. They were going to get Harrisonville. They were going to beat them. And they were super fired up before that game, and they were not able to get the win because Harrisonville came out, punched them in the mouth early, and next thing you knew they were up 17 or 21-0, and that was the difference in the ball game. So you cannot do that if you are the Wildcats tonight. Number two for me is paybacks. Both sides got paybacks coming tonight, or they want to have paybacks coming. Warrensburg, they want payback for getting beat on their homecoming, on their home field. The Wildcats, they want payback for last year. Warrensburg beat them twice last year. They want to return the favor. They want to beat Warrensburg twice. Harrisonville wants to pay them back for breaking their streak of 4 consecutive district championships last year. So there's a lot on the line here tonight as we get ready to go, and both teams are looking for payback. Key number 3 for me, it's trophy time. It's November. Me and Gary talked about it all season long. You don't win trophies in September. You win them in November. This is when Harrisonville plays at its best. They don't worry about early season losses. They don't worry about undefeated records. They want the trophies when it comes to November, and that is what they're looking to do here tonight. They're looking to get to a district championship game for the 6th consecutive year, and they're looking to win a district championship for the 5th time in the last 6 years. So they're ready. They know what they got to do. Those are my keys to the game. So we talk about the keys to the game. We'll get to the starting lineups, the coin toss in a couple of minutes. I want to take a couple of minutes real quick and send condolences to the Forschler family. Jerry's not here tonight. Travis was supposed to be along with us as well. Brenda, Jerry's wife, her mom passed away on Monday, and so they're having a visitation tonight, a funeral tomorrow. We hope to get down to that funeral tomorrow. So we kind of have a different look, so to speak, tonight. We got me and Larissa here, but Gary's gone. He couldn't make it tonight. And then we have Ron back here. Everybody knows Ron Allschlager. He's ran the camera for several years. Jerry was able to make him rock and roll and be able to do this tonight from there. But we want to send all our condolences to them as they're grieving the loss of their grandmother, their mother, and their mother-in-law. And, you know, I think a lot of people don't – most people that know me know that Brenda's a big part of our life, and the Forschler family is a big part of our life. As Brenda watches our kids 2 to 3 days a week. And, you know, so that's a big thing for all of us to kind of be going through right now. And we want to send our condolences, and hopefully they're having a okay time tonight, enjoying family and being together. So, Forschlers, we are here. We are there with you in spirit, and we hope to see you guys soon. So I wanted to, like I said, send that out. So if anybody didn't know, that's where Jerry and Travis and the Forschlers are tonight. So we will take it back. We'll take a break, and we'll be back after this.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a swing set standoff. And we covered it. July 1st, 2015. Talk to Farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are Farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Farmers Insurance, Bradley Sainer, in the A-frame at 1808 North Commercial Street in Harrisonville.
When it comes to your vehicle's maintenance, we know you have plenty of options. Sometimes so many options can make it hard to find an honest, reliable automotive shop. That is where Quality Auto Service and Repair comes in, with a commitment to providing customers with honest, quality service at reasonable prices. Our technology and expertise provide you with the best car care imaginable. We take pride in diagnosing your vehicle correctly and getting you back on the road quickly. We are family owned and operated since 1995. For an appointment, call 816-380-7267. Quality Auto Service and Repair, building relationships through automotive service. It's who the Davidsons trust for auto repair.
Does your lawn need some TLC? Owned and operated by 3 generations of Wildcats, Held's Turf Farm is your local stop for sod and topsoil since 1971. Whether you need 1 roll of sod, 1 scoop of dirt, or a whole truckload, we have you covered. A new home in your future? Give us a call at 816-540-2020 and set up a quote for new sod installation. Held's Turf Farm is located between Harrisonville and Pleasant Hill and is open 8 to 5 weekdays and 8 to noon on Saturdays.
We've all been there before. Needed to deposit a check in our account, but nowhere near our bank. That's where Hawthorne's Bank's mobile banking comes in. Simply open your mobile banking app, take a picture of the check, and presto, the check's been deposited. Hawthorne Bank has the big bank convenience with small town roots. So if you want a friendly, quick, and convenient service in a hometown bank, go see our friends at Hawthorne Bank next to Troby's on Plaza Drive.
Every team has the same characteristics, including having each other's back. That's the motto the team at Schroeder Chiropractic lives by. With 2 chiropractors, 3 therapists, and an amazing office staff, they got your back. They will take care of your aches and pains and have you feeling like new in a warm, family-friendly environment. Schroeder Chiropractic has the community's back as well, being actively involved in bright futures in Harrisonville youth sports. Whether it's aches and pains or getting involved in the community, Schroeder Chiropractic has your back.
This is Gary Davidson, and if you're looking for an honest, reliable heating and cooling company, look to where I look, Sherwood Heating and Cooling. Owner David Vogt has 25 years of industry experience and has been in business the last 10 years in Garden City. They are a carrier equipment dealer and can provide ductwork, design communicating equipment, and thermostats for new homes. Not to mention servicing all makes and models of furnaces and air conditioners in the Bates, Cass, and Henry County area. Whether you're looking to upgrade to a more efficient equipment like me or need something repaired, give Sherwood Heating and Cooling a call at 816-862-6610.
There is no better way to get in touch with other business owners and potential clients than joining the Harrisonville Area Chamber of Commerce. Come to monthly networking events and grow your business and make new friends. The Chamber is booking now for booths at the Log Cabin Festival October 4th and 5th. So give Bing and the staff a call today and get signed up for all the fun. 816-380-5271.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the University of Central Missouri. We are at Walton Stadium, and we are ready for Class 4 District 7 semifinal football action at your pregame show, brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank. Stop in, set up an account, and take advantage of free internet banking. So the talk is over. We are almost ready for kickoff. It's time for your starting lineups, brought to you by Harrisonville's best lineup of insurance, Stafford and Stafford Insurance. For the Wildcats, we are going to talk about the defense that has just improved wonders over the last 4 or 5 weeks for the Wildcats, similar to the Kansas City Chiefs defense has improved over the last 3 or 4 weeks. So our guys up front, Trevor Campbell, Carson Graff, Keegan Rowe, Brody Rogers. You'll hear Ethan Murray's name in there as well. Linebackers, you'll see Jacob Poisel, Hagan Stevenson, Colin Carruthers, Kyron Beavers, as well as Josh Pesic in there. And probably we will see in there as well a lot of Mr. Miller, who made his presence felt last week. Carson Miller was a force in the middle for the Wildcats. And in the secondary, Braden Tarwater, Carson Crowley, Colby Knowles, and you'll see some Norris Vance and Bryce Percival in there, and a couple others will mix in as well. But the defense has improved steadily throughout the second half of this season, and glad to see that for the Wildcats. That starting lineup brought to you by Harrisonville's best lineup for insurance, Stafford and Stafford Insurance. So we are ready for some football. The coin toss going on right now. We will see who wins that coin toss. Cats are going to be in their way. White tops, black bottoms with the Wildcats down the side. Blue numbers, blue helmet for the Cats. For Warrensburg, they'll be in that cardinal red, that maroon color. Maroon tops, maroon bottoms with the white numbers, white letters. The maroon helmet with the W on the side as we get ready for football. Coaches have talked it over with the officials, and the captains are out there right now. Of course, the captains for the Wildcats, Carson Graff, along with Trevor Campbell, Carson Crowley, and Jacob Poisel for the Wildcats. Captains tonight for Warrensburg, Eli Nappy, as well as Cal Taylor and Jaden Blue. Of course, Warrensburg going to be without their superstar running back, Miles Moore, injured his meniscus a little bit earlier this year. He is on the sideline in crutches, so that could be a big blow to the Tigers tonight as we see how things will go. And I totally missed the coin toss and who is going to get what there as I was talking and looking down. We will see as they break out of this one as well. Coin toss brought to you by Hawthorne Bank. Take that extra coin into Hawthorne and start a savings account today. So thanks again for joining us for that pregame show brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank. Always remember, you can stop in, set up an account, take advantage of free internet banking at Sherwood Community Bank. Thanks some of our great sponsors that came on this week. Hometown Flooring from Harrisonville, CPSK Insurance, Katie's Cookies and Cupcakes, all coming on. Of course, we have Excalibur as well. And Katie's Cookies and Cupcakes, Greta Riffle, who owns Katie's Cookies and Cupcakes, she delivered some cookies today, some 4T's logos on them. They were awesome looking. They tasted amazing. So Warrensburg is going to get the ball first. Cats are going to kick off. They're going to kick from the south to the north. From the north to the south will be Warrensburg, or Warrensburg will be going left to right if Mr. Davidson is listening tonight, and right to left will be the Wildcats. So Atkinson set to kick it away. Pitzenberger back to receive this one. High end over and kick going to go out of bounds at the 20, and Warrensburg will start at their own 35 as we are underway from Warrensburg, Missouri, and the campus of the University of Central Missouri at Walton Stadium. So the Cats looking to get to their 6th consecutive district championship game. Warrensburg looking to get to back-to-back district championship games for the first time in many years. And we'll talk a little bit more about it later. But Warrensburg and Harrisonville back in the same conference for the second year, as they were in different conferences for a couple of years. Warrensburg going to go shotgun to start things off. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Nappy in the backfield in the shotgun. Running back next to him in the backfield as we are ready to roll. First one, handoff. Nope, Nappy keeps it himself. Fake the handoff to Pitzenbarger and gets it out past the 40 for a 7-yard gain on first down. So a second and about 3 coming up for Warrensburg after the 7-yard gain. Warrensburg ran that play a lot. The last time these two met was that fake handoff and run by Nappy. This time they're going to hand it off, and the Cats all over it. Brody Rogers chucks him down on the far side, and that was a run right there by Blue, and he was going nowhere. Actually, a loss of about 1.5 yards, so a tackle for a loss from Brody Rogers right there. Brings up 3rd down and 4. So here we go. 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Shotgun formation on 3rd and 4 for the Tigers. Cats trying to force a 3-and-out to start this one. And the handoff, no. Nappy keeps it himself, bounces around, being chased by a group of Wildcats. And Nappy somehow finds a seam. Good run by him to get the first down up to the 47-yard line. If he would have strung that one out, he would have been in trouble, but he found a seam between defenders and gets a gain of 6, maybe 7, going to bring up a 1st and 10 up to the 47-yard line, so just outside of midfield. Warrensburg with the initial first down of the ball game. Trips out to the left side here. Shotgun again from Nappy. Nope, this is a new quarterback in the game. They're going to roll out and pass down the sidelines, complete down to the 39-yard line. So that was Nappy for a first down. And Warrensburg into Wildcat territory down to the Wildcat 39-yard line. Zach Munsterman bringing the play in from the sidelines. On a 1st and 10 down to the Wildcat 39-yard line. Going to move out, trips to the right side this time, and the shotgun is Nappy. And he's rolling out the pass. He's being chased out of the pocket by Carruthers. Throws it on the run and gets it complete down the sideline. Pitzenbarger for another first down. Down inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. Good opening drive by the Warrensburg Tigers as they are now in the red zone at the Wildcat 17-yard line. And, you know, I talked to Gary about this a lot throughout the year. A lot of times on that first drive, the Cats defense gives a little bit, and then they work on adjustments after that first series. And the Cats are going to have to look at some adjustments after this first series. Good job of Warrensburg running and passing so far in this one. And there's a handoff and a couple of yards tripped down by Colby Knowles. The ball carrier on that one is Blue. Gets around the edge, gets a couple. So 2nd down and 8 coming up from the 15. You got to figure maybe 4-down territory. So if you're the Cats, you want to maintain just a yard or 2 per gain. You don't want to give them a 4th and 2 that's easily manageable. Trips out near side. Shotgun formation, and Nappy looks to throw. He's going to throw it in the flats, and he's got his man on the sideline complete for another first down. No, going to be short. Going to be about a yard short at the 8-yard line. That was Greg Smith with the catch, and it'll be 3rd down and 1 for the Tigers at the 8-yard line. So Warrensburg marching it right down the field 9:10 to go here, first quarter, no score, but Warrensburg knocking on the door, 3rd and 1 from the 8-yard line. And the ball is fumbled, and Nappy's going to have to dive on it, and he does. Poisel's the first one there, back at the 17, so that brings up 4th down and 9. They're going to mark it at the 16, so 4th and 9 coming up for the Tigers. And this could be a big break for the Cats here on 4th down. So checking into the game, you got to think that rollout pass. They've hit the sideline several times, and the Cats, you may want to bump up on some man coverage here and not give them such a big cushion here. Nappy in the shotgun on 4th down, and a whistle and a timeout called by the Wildcats. So 8:32 to go here in the first quarter. We have our first timeout, and we'll take a quick timeout as well. No score from Warrensburg.
Every broadcast team has to look good. The 4T's crew is no different. That's why we trust C-Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing to outfit us for each broadcast. Offering full-service screen printing, embroidery, promotional products, banners, and more, they can take care of you. When you're looking for a company to make that next shirt, stop looking and call C-Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing at 660-885-2447 or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
All right, welcome back. 4th down and 9 coming up for the Tigers from the 16. Big 3rd down, and Nappy was not able to hold on to the snap, had to fall on it. Smart play by Nappy, though, to fall on the ball because he was able to maintain possession. If he would have tried to pick that up or something, Cats could have pounced on it. So a 4th and 9 coming up. We'll see if they go with that rollout again that they've done so many times with Nappy here on this first drive and go over to that sideline. And Nappy's looking to roll out. He's being chased. He's going to have to fire. He fires long and incomplete, intended for Pitzenbarger. And the Cats' pressure is what led to that incompletion. And the Cats escape with no points on the board. And they'll take over from the Warrensburg 16-yard line, going from the south to the north. Gary Davidson is watching and listening, by the way, because hey, Gary, if you're still listening, can you please start taking stats? That would be amazing. And then that would be a story to tell down the road, I will assure you of that one. Cats going to go in a bunch formation on 1st and 10. Riley under center. That jumbo formation, they're going to hand it off for Reynolds, and Reynolds is going to get a couple up to the 18, so 2-yard run. Jace Reynolds, 1 carry for 2 yards. See if I can keep that in my head the whole time. Nevertheless, Gary texted in after I said south to north, and he put Harrisonville south to north with the OK sign, so I know he was listening. So they go with that jumbo formation, 2 fullbacks pretty much behind Reynolds. They're going to pitch it to Reynolds. Reynolds going to try to get to the outside. He's going to get past the 20 or to the 20, another 2 yards. Brings up 3rd down and 6 for the Wildcats here. So 7:40 to go. First quarter, no score at 3rd and 6 coming up for the Cats. They bring the jumbo formation out. That was Stevenson and Miller in the backfield behind Reynolds. And River Riley going to bring the play in from the sideline. Cats would like to get a first down, get out of the shadow of their own end zone. They're up to the 20. Percival and Knowles flanked out to the near side, left side, I formation. Riley under center. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to look to pass. Throws it out in the flats for Pesic. Pesic's going to have a first down up to the 30-yard line. 31 is where it's going to be. And a first down, that's a Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center first down. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. That is a 11-yard pass to Pesic up to the 31-yard line and a first down for the Cats. Warrensburg coach was going ballistic on the sideline. I think somebody missed an assignment on that one. I formation, here we go. Handoff for Reynolds, and Reynolds has to fall on it. Thankfully, he was able to fall on it quickly right there in the middle. He had a wide open lane as well. Actually going to lose maybe about a foot. Going to bring up 2nd down, and they put it at 11. I'm going to say 2nd and 10 for the Cats from the 30. So Riley gets the play from the sideline. 6.5 to go first quarter. No score from Warrensburg. Cats trying to get on the board first here. 2 wide receiver set left side. I formation. They're going to go in motion with Knowles. And Riley looking to pass. He throws it out for Percival. And Percival, so sure-handed always. And he drops that one. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down and long for the Cats. So now probably definitely a passing down if you're the Wildcats. They did break out the draw, the delayed draw last week, and it worked wonders against Van Horn. See if they go to that early going because you don't want to throw a pick in your own territory, or see what they do here on 3rd down. So big 3rd down and 10 coming up. They're going to go in motion with Percival, and the Cats are going to look to pass, and Riley going to be chased out of the pocket and thrown down at his own 17-yard line. Just didn't take that extra step and start running to his side, and the Cats are going to have to punt it away here. So a sack on 3rd down. So both teams come up with big plays on 3rd and 4th down. The Cats did, and for Warrensburg, they come up with a big 3rd down as well. Grandview leads 7-0 over Green Valley in that one, and now Knowles is going to have to try to get it off and can't get it off, and Warrensburg going to fall on it. And Warrensburg's going to have it 1st and goal at the 6. So neither team looking real sharp here in the first quarter. Warrensburg got a couple initial first downs, got it inside the 20. They had a fumble on a 3rd down that caused a 4th and long. Couldn't get a good look on 4th down. Now they have it 1st and goal from the 6, and these are those situations that are so hard for a defense to be able to stand up to when the offense gets a 1st and goal after a turnover all the way down to the 6. So they're going to have a 3 wide receiver set to the left side. Nappy going to be in the backfield. He has Blue with him in the backfield. He's going to go right up the middle himself and into the end zone for 6. And just like that, it's 6-0 Warrensburg with 5:32 to go here in the first quarter. So not a whole lot you can do. You can try to stop those. But again, the Cats haven't had a lot of time to adjust. Nappy killed them on this the first time they played. He goes with that fake, and then he goes right off of that end on the right side. He probably did it 10 times the last time. The kick is up. The kick is good, and it's a 7-0 score. So we'll take a timeout. We'll be back. Cats trail 7-0 early.
Looking for a new modern-style place for your wedding, one that won't break the bank? We've got good news for you. Harrisonville's newest event space, the Uptown Event Space, is now booking for events for the holidays and next year. Located across from the Old Cass Medical Center, there's ample parking and space for your next big party, complete with private rooms for the bride and groom to get ready, a kitchen area, and a full catering available. It's time to go to Uptown and book your next event today.
All right, 5.5 to go here first quarter. Warrensburg on top 7-0 after the muff punt by the Wildcats. You could say it was a block punt, but it was more of a muff punt as Knowles tried to kick it away, but was basically getting tackled when he did, and it gave Warrensburg a 1st and goal from the 6. And I'll tell you, one of the things, special teams can win a lot of games, especially late in the season. You got to let your punter know at times. Colby's got to know as a senior when something like that happens, when he picked that ball up, the best thing for him to do right there would have been to run it out of the back of the end zone. And remember, it is our Sonic Kick Return Contest, as nobody has won this Sonic Kick Return. It's a $150 Sonic gift card for Diana Loeffel if the Wildcats can return a kick for a touchdown in this ball game. And that one's taken at the 20 by the Cats' Knowles, and he gets up to the 28, and the Cats have a little bit better field position this time through, and there is a late flag coming in there. I don't know if there was a little extracurricular activity or what came in, but I saw a late flag coming in. And we'll see. We'll get a signal from the official here. That kickoff was brought to you by our good friends at Young's Tire and Wheel Center. Kick those old tires to the curb and go see Young's Tire and Wheel Center for new tires. Personal foul on Warrensburg. So that'll help the Cats out. They had it at their own 28. This is going to move them up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Cats all the way up at the 43 after they get things situated. So if you're the Cats, you'd like to bounce back right here and get a quick score. And this is the first time I can remember for a while that we see, looks like Kennedy Atkinson back out at wide receiver and Colby Knowles. So Atkinson and Knowles at wide receiver. I formation for the Cats up at the 43-yard line, their own 43. Riley under center. Pesic and Reynolds in the backfield on 1st and 10. They're going to hand off for Reynolds, and Reynolds squirts through for a gain of about 4 all the way up to the 47-yard line. So going to be 2nd down and 6 for the Cats here as Reynolds able to get a good run. You know, we talked about it last week with Jace. He worked so hard for those yards in the first half. They turned into bigger yards in the second half, and with a vengeance last week, he had 3 long touchdown runs over 60 yards in that ball game in the second half. And here we go on 2nd down, and Reynolds, he's going to bust past midfield up to the 48-yard line. Going to bring up a 3rd down for the Cats, 3rd and about a yard. No, we did not have an earthquake, if anybody was wondering. We got a unique setup up here, and the camera bounced around just momentarily. Larissa had that look like, uh-oh, what happened? We have seen that happen before. Not a big deal. So here we go, jumbo package on 3rd and short for the Cats. They hand it to Reynolds. He's got a 1st down to the 46-yard line. And that'll be a Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center 1st down. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. 1st and 10 down at the 46-yard line. And the Cats in Warrensburg territory for the first time today as Miller and Stevenson check out. Knowles and Atkinson check back in for the Cats. It's kind of one of those, like, we talked about paybacks in the pregame show as one of our keys to the game. This is one of those, like, big games for Kennedy Atkinson as well. He broke his leg here in the district championship game last year, so this is one of those games for him for a little bit of retribution. They go inside handoff for Pesic. Such a hard runner as well. He's going to get 5 on 1st and 10 down to the 41-yard line of the Tigers. Bring up a 2nd down and 5. So a better-looking drive by the Wildcats here on this second time through. After the initial 1st down they got on the first drive, and then the muff punt turns into 7 points. So 3:25 to go here in the opening stanza. 7-0 Warrensburg in this one. Wide receiver to the left, wide receiver to the right. Here we go, and a throw to the near side for Atkinson, and Kennedy gets it down past the 35 to the 33-yard line, and that brings up a 1st down and 10 for the Cats, and that's another Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center 1st down. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. So 1st and 10 down to the 33-yard line where the Cats will have it on a 1st and 10. Still 7-0 in that Grand Valley game, and Reynolds is going to have it into the secondary to the 20, cuts back at the 15 to the 10, and out of bounds. Jace Reynolds at the 9-yard line. No flags on the play. 25-yard run, make it 24 for Jace Reynolds right there, and the Cats have their 1st and goal and another 1st down. That's a Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center 1st down. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. So the Cats in the red zone for the first time and down at the 9-yard line for their first and goal of the ball game. I formation for the Cats on 1st and goal from the 9. Here we go. They're going to hand off for Reynolds, and Reynolds finding some more real estate. Right up the middle he goes for a gain of 4. Brings up 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line as Jace Reynolds starting to get his feet under him here in this game. And Another interesting thing about Jace Reynolds, he is number 2 all-time in single-season yards after last week's performance, past a name a lot of Wildcats are going to remember, Sean Ransburg, for second all-time in single-season rushing, sits 307 yards going into the game behind Reuben Hartzler for the number 1 rushing season of all time. He has 1,777 yards coming into the game tonight. So here we go on 2nd and goal, and they're going to feed Reynolds. He tries to get to the outside, breaks a tackle, and breaks into the end zone for 6. Jace Reynolds with the touchdown makes it 7-6, extra point coming up for the Wildcats. So Jace Reynolds doing what he does so well with the touchdown run, and he just stripped that guy off of him going at the 4-yard line and was able to get into the end zone. And that's one of the things that Jace Reynolds does that a lot of people don't give him credit for. We'll get to that in a minute. That touchdown brought to you by Young's Auto Repair. Let them give you that just right touch on your car when it needs fixed. Extra point is up. It is no good, and it'll be a 7-6 contest after the touchdown by the Wildcats. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the kickoff after this. 2:03 to go in the first. 7-6 Cats trail by 1.
Buying a house is a full-time job in itself. Why not take the work out of finding your dream home? Go see Carol Looney and her staff at American Heritage Realtors today. Locally owned and members of the community, American Heritage is sure to help you find everything you need in a new home. With insight to local schools, parks, and neighborhoods, they'll match you with everything you want for your dream home. So when the time comes to buy or sell, call American Heritage Realtors at 816-380-6161 or visit them today online at americanheritage-realtors.com.
Welcome back. Cats set to kick it off. Kickoff brought to you by Young's Tire and Wheel Center. Kick those old tires to the curb and go see Young's Tire and Wheel Center for new tires. Gary texted me back. He said, no can do. And then I got a text, 1 carry, 2 yards. 2 carries, 4 yards. He goes, I'm done. Oh, gotta love it. Gary Davidson having a little bit of fun here tonight. So Cats set to kick it off here. Trail 7-6, but a good-looking offensive drive for the Cats. Now let's see if the defense can come back here for them right now and get them a good stop. Here comes the kick and the coverage, and great coverage by the Wildcats. Good hit down the field. Looks like Josh Pesic or Carson Miller. Who was that? And they may call a taunting penalty on the Cats, but I don't know that. Oh, no, they'll call a face mask, but I didn't see a face mask. That was a pretty solid hit, but nevertheless, they're on the field. They can see a little bit more than me, so this will get them out of 15-yard penalty. Will push them up to the 34-yard line, so that's where Warrensburg will start this third drive of theirs. So a 1st and 10, Warrensburg up to the 34-yard line. So 1st and 10 from their, well, they're going to go, right at the 34. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers to your right, 1 to your left. Man in motion. They're going to fake and go right up the middle, and a whistle and a flag. This might be a illegal procedure penalty. It's a false start on Warrensburg, so that'll push them back 5 yards on this third drive to start. So this is where the Wildcat defense really kind of starts to grab hold. You know, they're down 7-6 on the scoreboard, but that was a 6-yard drive. Basically, one play, 6 yards, got them in the end zone after the muff punt. So you don't want to put a lot of that on the Cat defense. They did their job just moments before that on a 4th and 9, causing an incompletion with pressure. So 3 wide receiver set on 1st down, and Nappy going to roll out to the near side looking to throw. He throws it incomplete. And Carson Crowley rocked Blue on the near sideline. And I don't know, he came up kind of stumbling right there going back into the game, but I'll tell you what, he took a lick right there. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 15. And the overthrow by Nappy. And I think the Cats will be comfortable letting Nappy throw in this football game and try to get comfortable back there. They're happy with how they can put pressure on the quarterback. And this time they're going to go right up the middle. Nappy kept it himself again, and he's going to get a yard, but that's it. And several Cats in on that one. Hagen Stevenson, Colin Carruthers, and others. Jacob Poisel, of course, we call his name quite often as well. Going to be a yard gain. But Nappy kind of goes to that well a little bit too much. You know, he got those yards in the first couple of series. He found those seams. The Cats are cutting those seams out now. And if he continues to do that, he's going to put himself and the team in situations where in third and long, and that's what they're at right now. They're going to have to go 4 wide receivers. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right, shotgun formation. Nappy has his running back with him in the backfield. They're going to fake the handoff, and Nappy's going to look to throw. He's going to chuck it deep downfield, up in the air, and bounces incomplete. Kyron Beavers with good coverage for the Wildcats on that one. And I'll tell you what, something a lot of people probably don't know, Kyron Beavers grew up early in his life in Warrensburg. That is where he was born at. So I'm sure he's got a little added motivation. He probably knows a lot of these kids from Warrensburg, so he was enjoying that. Another kick return coming up for the Cats. If they return a kick in this game for a touchdown, Diana Lawful will win a $150 Sonic gift card from Sonic. She gets a $5 gift card just for playing. That kick, end-over-end kick, going to be taken. Line drive kick by Knowles. He was able to take it up to the 45 before he is driven into the ground at about the 46-yard line. It'll be a first down and 10 for the Cats near midfield. So first and 10 for the Cats. They were able to force a 3-and-out on that last series. And did you like that kick coverage? Do you need great insurance coverage like they did on that kick coverage? Call Brad Sainer at Farmers Insurance for a quote today. Farmers been there, covered that. So Cats have it first and 10 from their own 46-yard line. Knowles and Atkinson flanked out to the near side. 2 wide receivers set. I formation. Riley under center. He's going to hand off for Reynolds. Reynolds back to the line of scrimmage. Breaks out of a tackle and then spins forward for no gain. And it brings up second down and 10 as Percival comes in for Atkinson on second down. So Cats will have to run one more play here. There's a couple of second differential between the game clock and the play clock. Riley going to bring his team to the line on second down and 10 from their own 46-yard line. 2 wide receivers set right side now. I formation with Riley, has Pesic and Reynolds. He's going to throw it out for Percival, and Percival can't go anywhere. Pitzenbarger, first one there, and makes it a third down. So I like it. The Cats changing it up a little bit right here, just trying to keep that defense honest on a little wide receiver screen, but Percival could not make anything out of it. Actually lost about a half yard. Going to bring up third down and 11, and that'll end the first quarter. So 1 quarter in the books, and the Cats trail 7-6. We'll be right back after this.
It's important to have a local bank. Sherwood Community Bank is the area's only locally owned bank. It's nice when your local bank is also up with the times and provides you with internet banking and a mobile banking app. We are all so busy, so sometimes being able to jump online or use an app to transfer funds at the click of a button is the easiest way to bank. So go to one of Sherwood Bank's 4 convenient locations in Urick, Creighton, Garden City, or Harrisonville and set up an account today.
And don't forget to download the Sherwood Bank app.
All right, welcome back. 1 quarter in the books. Third down and 11 coming up for the Cats as they switch sides at their own 45-yard line, now going from the north to the south. From the south to the north will be the Warrensburg Tigers in this second quarter. 3rd and 11 coming up in this one. So Grandview still leads 7-6 over Grain Valley in the other Class 4 District 7 semifinal game. I formation on 3rd and 11. And they're going to hand off for Reynolds. He goes nowhere. Now bounces to the outside. Going to get to the outside to the 40, to the 35, to the 30. No flags on the field. I do not see anything. So great job, Jace Reynolds. He was dead to rights in the backfield. about a 30-yard gain by 35-yard gain. 25-yard gain. Ron's up there trying to help me keep stats, and I love it. 25-yard gain by Jace Reynolds down to the 30-yard line. That was quick and easy math. It was from the 45, so I should have known that. I didn't see where he went out of bounds, but at the 30. So a 1st and 10 on a 25-yard run, his second 20-plus yard run of the game, and the Cats in business at the Warrensburg 30-yard line, I formation. And this time it's Crowley, and Crowley's going to get about 4 and then be slammed to the ground. So a first down run makes it 2nd down and 4. Carson Crowley in there for the Wildcats. Maybe giving a breather to Jace Reynolds. I don't think he's hurt. I don't know. I didn't see anything on the far side. So maybe just giving him a spell here. 2nd down coming up for the Cats. And they hand it off for Crowley again, and Crowley busts into the secondary inside the 20 to the 16-yard line. So down to the 17-yard line, and Reynolds is over there on that sideline being looked at right now. And it might be maybe his forearm, or maybe his, couldn't see exactly what he's doing, but a 1st down and 10 run goes nowhere, going to be bottled up. But he was headed over towards, like he wanted to come back into the ball game, so we will see. We see him. He was walking around fine, so I'm not sure what it was. Might have got a stinger. Those sometimes scare you too. Little sharp pain down your arm. He's been a tough kid all season long. He's taken a lot of contact, and you would hate to see at this point in the season that he would get injured, and I think he'll be just fine. They're working on him still over there on the sideline. So a 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Cats. And they're going to fake the handoff. Riley looking to throw. Throws it in the flats for Knowles at the 10-yard line, and he catches it. Good pass from River Riley to Knowles down to the 10. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 2. And Cat's going to bring that jumbo package in. Colin Carruthers coming in along with Hagan Stevenson on 3rd and 2. And that brings out the tight end, Miller, and the wide receiver, Knowles. So 17 seconds on the play clock as it rolls down. 3rd down and a pair coming up for the Cats here. You know it's 4-down territory for the Wildcats. And they're going to hand it off for Mr. Crowley, and he's going to get close, but that far side judge not given a very good spot here. And now they're going to mark it. It's going to be 4th down and about a half yard. He didn't get a very good spot. So it'll be 4th down coming up for the Cats. And, you know, I may think about they got that jumbo package in there. Make River Riley follow those 3 blockers. We'll see what they do on 4th down and short, and the Cat's going to call a timeout and talk it over. So 4th down coming up. Cats call a timeout. It looks like Jace Reynolds is going to come back into the game on this 4th down, and we'll see if the Warrensburg Tigers saw that on the near side here when he kind of just snuck into the huddle over there on this timeout. We'll keep it right here with you on this 4th down. So a big 4th down coming up. Ball at the 8-yard line for the Wildcats here. After that 25-yard run, Jace Reynolds went out for a couple of plays. Looked like he was kind of clenching his hand over on the sideline, like he may have caught a helmet to the elbow or something like that. Just sent one of those pains through there. But he is back out there for the Wildcats on 4th and short. So big 4th down coming up on this end of the field here. And Reynolds has got it into the 5. Touchdown, Wildcats. Reynolds into the end zone from 8 yards out on a 4th and 1. And the Cats lead 12-7. Extra point coming up. So what I like seeing right there for the Wildcats too is they're not The Cats are not trying to chase points early on in this one. They're going to go with the extra point attempt again. 12-7 the score. That touchdown brought to you by Young's Tire and Wheel, Young's Auto Repair. This kick is up. This kick is through. Make it 13-7. Again, that touchdown brought to you by Young's Auto Repair. Give them that just right touch on your car when it needs fixed. Cats lead 13-7 in the second. We'll be right back after this.
Want the best deal from the best dealership? Max Motors Ford, right in Harrisonville, Missouri. We make deals the others won't. More for your trade, less for your new one. Worth the drive from anywhere. We will beat any competitor's offer on a new vehicle by $500 or give you $500 and a tank of gas. With a great selection of over 800 vehicles priced at or below dealer cost. Come see why Max Ford in Harrisonville is the easiest place to buy a car. Visit us at the corner of 71 and 291 highways or shop maxford.com. Proud to sponsor our Harrisonville Wildcats.
All right, welcome back. Cats lead 13-7. Good touchdown drive by the Wildcats right there. Pushed it right down the field, and it was good to see Jace Reynolds back in the ball game after being out momentarily as well. I had a chuckle there as we get ready for this kickoff brought to you by Young's Tire and Wheel Center. Kick those old tires to the curb. Go see Young's Tire and Wheel Center for new tires. I end over in kick, and that one bounces at about the 18-yard line. Cats are down there, and down the sideline they go. Pitzenbarger, he's got some wheels, and he gets it out close to midfield, and that'll bring up a 1st and 10 for Warrensburg from their own 48. I was chuckling. Frankie Jackson, Coach Jackson, Butler's basketball coach, he texts me. Anybody that knows anything about Warrensburg, if Warrensburg has one thing that they've struggled with over the years, it's their water. Warrensburg, and Larissa shakes her head, yes, they do not have great tasting water. And Frankie said, I just saw one of them officials take a drink out of the water and then spit it out. And I started laughing because we all know, Warrensburg water does not taste the greatest. So apparently they had Warrensburg water in those water containers. Handoff up the middle, nowhere to go. Cats all over it. It's actually a fake handoff. And again, that was Nappy. And see, this is what I talked about a little bit ago. He gets comfortable doing that fake handoff, and the Cats have been there and not been letting him have any yardage the last two drives. So they're going to have to change something. It's a 2-yard loss by the Tigers. They're going to go 2 wide receivers set to the right side, 1 to the left side. Shotgun formation again for the Tigers. They're going to go in motion with Pitzenbarger, and they're going to hand it off to Pitzenbarger. He gets to the outside, down to the 40, and forced out of bounds at the 35. Tackled out of bounds by Colby Knowles all the way down at the 33, which is going to be another 15 yards. So that is going to be a big mistake by the senior right there. You don't want to give him extra yardage on that, and Knowles is going to give him an extra 15 as he tackled him all the way on the far sideline out of bounds. So that'll take him inside the 20-yard line to about the 18, and they'll have it in the red zone. That'll make the 17-yard line. So 1st and 10 down to the 17-yard line after the Pitzenbarger run. And Warrensburg trying to answer back down by 6 with 7 and some change left in this first half of play. So 1st down and 10 coming up. Ball at the 17-yard line. 2 wide receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Shotgun formation for Nappy. Going to go in motion again, and they've fake the handoff. He stopped kind of through there, and that jumped the Cats offside, so it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. So back-to-back penalties for the Cats, and they're just they've handed 20 extra yards to Warrensburg. It's down to the 12-yard line. This ball should be back at the 32-yard line, and instead it is a 1st down and 5 from the 12. So 13-7 the score, 7:38 to go here first half. Cats lead 13-7, but Warrensburg knocking on the door again. Two wide receivers to the left, one to the right, shotgun formation. Nappy, he's going to hand it off. Nope, fake the handoff and take it himself. He's going to get about 5 yards on that one, and it'll be a 1st and goal for Warrensburg down to the 7-yard line. Cats had bottled that play up the last couple of times, and it's almost like one of those things they were shocked they ran it again, and they were not able to stop it. So it looks like we have a 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal. Ball just inside the 8, going to be about the 7-yard line. So a 1st and goal from the 7. Nappy comes to the sideline for his play with 7:17 to go here in the first half. The Cats lead 13-7. Warrensburg scored the first 7. Cats have scored 13 unanswered. Defense looking for a big play here in this one as it's a 1st and goal for Warrensburg down to the 7-yard line. Two wide receivers set to the left, one to the right. Shotgun formation, blue in the backfield alongside Nappy. They're going to go in motion with Pitzenbarger. They're going to fake to Pitzenbarger, and Nappy going to go up the middle, get about 1, maybe 2. Going to be knocked down at the 5-yard line. Cats close quickly on that one. And that brings up a 2nd down and goal from the 5. Carruthers in there along with Poisel. So a 2nd down and goal from the 5. Zach Munsterman, who brought the play in, one of my cousins, his dad, Scott Munsterman, the sheriff of Johnson County, Missouri. Out there at the wide receiver position. Two wide receivers to the left, one to the right. Shotgun formation for Nappy on 2nd and goal. And they're going to fake the Pitzenbarger, go right up the middle again for Nappy. Kyron Beavers, the first one there, going to bring up a 3rd down and goal from about the 2. And really, Warrensburg's not doing anything fancy. They're doing one of 2 plays right now. They're either running a fake handoff and a draw up the middle with Nappy, or they're going on a jet sweep with Pitzenbarger in motion. So if you get a couple of guys to spy each of those, they're going to have a hard time being able to get any yardage out of that. So a 3rd down and 2 coming up for the Tigers from the 2-yard line. So 3rd and goal from the 2. 5.5 to go here in this first half of play. Whistle and a timeout going to be called by the Tigers. So we'll take a quick timeout as well. Cats lead 13-7, but a 3rd and goal coming up for the Tigers.
Atkinson Funeral Home and Cremation Services have been serving families in the area since 1929. The Atkinsons take great pride in being members of the community. They will soon graduate a 4th-generation Wildcat, and with this kind of commitment to Harrisonville, you know Atkinson Funeral Home will be there for you. As always, they are proud supporters of the Harrisonville Wildcats.
All right, welcome back. It is 13-7, 5:25 to go here first half. It's a 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line as the Warrensburg Tigers are trying to punch it in and tie this up or take the lead here. Checking my text messages here and seeing who all out there is sending. Phil Rogers sent me a message a while ago, said, "Ugh, new long snapper." I'm pretty sure Brody Rogers is the one long snapping tonight, so that's kind of funny that he says that. And nevertheless, anyway, Phil be able to poke a little fun at himself. It's a 3rd and goal, big 3rd down coming up for both sides here. Obviously, probably 4 down territory for the Tigers. Blue next to Nappy in the backfield, and Nappy's just going to take it and dive into the end zone for a touchdown. And this is what I don't understand is this one ties the game up. Nappy was getting bottled up on that for a good portion of the last 2 drives, and then they just went back to it, and then all of a sudden the Cats couldn't stop it. So I'm not sure if they were changing up the blocking on the line of scrimmage to disguise it or what they were doing, but again, nothing fancy, and the extra point coming up for the Tigers, a chance to take the lead. The kick is up, the kick is good, and it's 14-13 Warrensburg. We will take a timeout. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hi, I'm Lacey Domnick.
Hi, I'm Cameron Chenoweth with American Family Insurance.
And as I was saying before I was cut off, I'm Lacey Domnick with Shelter Insurance. As you can see, we're both competitors off the field. However, since we're Harrisonville alums, we both still love the Wildcats and this community.
So if you're looking for hometown insurance from your hometown agent, give me a call, Cameron.
No! Give me a call at 816-380-2700 for a shelter insurance quote today.
Or for the best quote, give me a call at 816-380-3996 for an American Family quote. We know you have options, so we want to team up to give you the best options in insurance.
All right, we're back in Warrensburg, Missouri on the campus of the University of Central Missouri, Walton Stadium. Class 4, District 7 semifinal action. Winner takes on the winner of Grain Valley and Grandview next Friday night. And if Warrensburg was to win, they would host. If the Cats win, they will go to either Grain Valley or Grandview. So we await this kick return. Diana Loffel will win a $150 Sonic gift card if the Cats return this kick or any kick in this game for a touchdown. Noel's going to have it from his own 5-yard line up to the 20. Tries to get it to the outside, does, to the 25, to the 30, and forced out of bounds at the 32-yard line, and that's where the Cats will start this drive at their own 32-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Cats from their own 32. Cats trail 14-13 after a decent drive by Warrensburg there. Cats gave them 20 consecutive yards on penalties, though, and set them up with a 1st down and 5 inside the 15-yard line. And when you're going to have that many cracks at an end zone, a lot of times good things will happen for an offense. I formation, wide receiver left and right. They're going to hand off for Reynolds, and Reynolds stuffed for a loss of about a yard. Cowick, the first one in there, a loss of a yard, brings up 2nd down and 11 as we go under 5 minutes to go here in the first half of play. So 2nd and 11 coming up from their own 31-yard line. Atkinson to the right, left side is Knowles. I formation in the backfield. Up the middle to go with Reynolds, and Reynolds bounces to the outside, breaks a tackle to the 45 and out of bounds up at the 47-yard line. 16-yard run by the Wildcats and by Jace Reynolds, and that pushes him close to midfield up to the 48-yard line. So Reynolds showing no ill effects after being out of the game for a couple of plays. Wide receiver left is Atkinson. Wide receiver to the right is Knowles on 1st and 10. And they're going to feed the man. And Reynolds breaking tackles all the way up to the 48 of the Tigers. So Cats going downhill now. 4-yard run by Reynolds. And one thing I've seen out of Reynolds tonight that I've seen more, I feel like, tonight than I have in other games is his break tackle ability. There's been a couple of times they've had him right at the line of scrimmage, and he's just stripped off a defender and been able to make it a 5 or 10-yard run. He's always a hard runner, but tonight more than any, I've seen a lot of broken tackles by Jace Reynolds. And he pushes it up to the 45 of the Tigers, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 3 for the Cats from the 45 of the Tigers. Riley gets his play from the sideline. 3.5 to go. First half, Cats trail 14-13. If you're the Cats, you'd like to get a touchdown here, maybe run some more clock, and you get the ball back at the half with the lead. So here they go on 3rd down. Inside handoff for Pesic, and Pesic able to barrel forward to the 30 or 43-yard line, and that'll bring up 4th and a yard, and here come the big boys. The jumbo formation. And I got to give credit. Joe Parkhurst is listening to the game, watching the game tonight, the athletic director at Holden, and he texted me and he said, "You should have asked me to come and help you with the game." And I was like, I didn't even think about it. So he was letting me know this is the jumbo formation here on 4th down and 1. And the Cats are going to hand it off. Reynolds has a 1st down and keeps his feet churning down to the 35-yard line. 8-yard run by the sophomore running back. Joe came down to UCM with me a couple of weeks ago when we came down and watched the Pitt State and UCM game. He has got a football mind. We talked football, and he was calling out plays that I had no idea the terminology of, and I was really impressed with the way he did it. Cat's going to go to the outside again with Reynolds, and Jace is going to get another 4, maybe 5 yards down to the 30 with 2:15 to go here in the half. And a whistle. They're going to mark him at the 31, it looks like, so he's going to have a gain of 4, bring up 2nd down and 6. But the Cats getting 4 and 5 yards a try here are definitely enjoying the fact that they're just moving down the field and running some clock here. And the officials are saying to put 2:15 back on the play clock, so they were coming over here to let us know that. Cats are lined up ready to roll, but 2 officials are over here on the near sideline. So 14-13 our score, 2:10 to go here in the first half. Cats trail by a point. They trailed 7-0 early and were able to get back-to-back scores, missed an extra point, led at 13-7, and Warrensburg able to capitalize on a couple of Wildcat penalties and put another one in the end zone to lead 14-13. So a 2nd down and 6 coming up for the Cats, 2 wide receivers set to the right side. And here we go, River Riley looking to pass. He's going to air one out, and coming back to it is Knowles, dives down to the 1-yard line for a catch. It'll be 1st and goal for the Wildcats. A 29-yard reception by Colby Knowles. They're going to mark him at the 2. It'll be 1st and goal from the 2. And I like the officials letting them go after the ball there. Both of them were making contact with each other. They didn't throw a flag, and it was going to be a jump ball. Whoever comes down with it is going to get it. And Knowles was able to come down with it, and it's a 1st and goal for the Cats. They go back to that jumbo look. And this time they're going to hand off for Reynolds, and he dives forward for a yard. Going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 1. Cats got to be pretty confident they can punch this one in here. It's Stevenson and Pesic in front of Reynolds. I mean, Jace does good enough with just Pesic in front of him. Put Pesic and Stevenson in front of him. He's probably going to be able to punch one in the end zone. And maybe you go with a quick dive to one of the front guys as well, or throw them off set with a quarterback sneak up the middle. So here we go on 2nd down, and what do you know? They push him forward close to the goal line. Touchdown, River Riley. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they lead it 19-14. I called that one. I don't know how. I was just sitting here. I was like, maybe go off with a quarterback sneak. They go with it, and they get a touchdown and 6 points. 19-14 the score. This might be where the Cats go for 2 here. They go with that wild formation. Where it's Riley and Crowley in the backfield. They're going to go in motion, and then they're going to throw it out for Reynolds, and Reynolds into the end zone for 2. On the 2-point conversion, he tossed it over, and Jace Reynolds juggles it to about the 1-yard line and then puts it in the end zone, and the Cats lead 21-14. That touchdown brought to you by Young's Auto Repair. Give them that just right touch on your car when it needs fixed. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with a kickoff after this. Cats up 7 with 1:06 to go in the half.
It's happened to all of us. We buy new tires, and a week later we run over a nail. Good news. Buy your tire at Young's Tire and Wheel Center, and you get free flat repair for the life of your tires. Have a bad tire and need a replacement, but you don't want to break the bank? Young's can help you with that as well, with a huge assortment of quality used tires. So when the time comes for new tires or a replacement, go to the shop that Harrisonville trusts on South Commercial, a stone's throw from Forged by Fire.
When Forties needs tires, they call Young's. Yes!
All right, this kickoff brought to you by Young's Tire and Wheel Center. Kick those old tires to the curb and go see Young's Tire and Wheel Center for new tires. Cats kicking from the north to the south. 1:06 to go in the half. 21-14. They lead the Warrensburg Tigers. If you're the Cats, you want to get a stop here in this last 106. Get the ball back at half with a 1-touchdown lead, and you can start making Warrensburg chase you in the second half. Comes a high end over end kick taken at the 20-yard line by Pitzenbarger. He's going to find a seam, and he's going to try to break it. Gets up to the 40 to the 45-yard line, and there's another flag late. Not sure if that was on the Cats or on Warrensburg. If it's on the Cats, that is, pardon me, but that is a stupid penalty if you're the Wildcats, because that's going to put them down to the 40-yard line with just under a minute to go in this one, in the first half, I should say. And it is a personal foul on the Cats, and that pushes them all the way down to the 40. So the Cats have got to be smarter with penalties in this game. They've had 2 15-yarders on the last 2 drives. That's 30 yards of real estate you're just giving to the Warrensburg offense, and they don't have any problem gaining yardage anyway. Didn't see who it was on, but again, you got to be smarter than that in a district semifinal football game. So now Warrensburg with 59 seconds has all kinds of time and a timeout or 2 timeouts left. So 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the left. In motion is Pitzenbarger. And they're going to hand it off to Pitzenbarger. He's going nowhere as Trevor Campbell read that one all the way back at the 45, so a 5-yard loss. Trevor Campbell all over that one from the outset, broke off his block and tore that one up. And this is what I talked about. Warrensburg going to call a timeout now with 48 seconds to go. We'll keep it right here with you, but we talked about that. I say we. I don't have anybody here talking with me. I'm just not used to that. I usually got somebody I can talk to about it. Nevertheless, talking about it earlier, they're running 2 plays right now. They're running a jet sweep with Pitzenbarger and handing off to him, or they're running nappy with a quarterback draw up the middle. If you cut those 2 things off, Warrensburg's going to have to come up with another play. Right now, the Cats look good when they stop these plays, but they got to continue to do that as Warrensburg is not doing anything fancy right now. 48 seconds to go in the half. You got to get a stop if you're the Cats. You're in a good situation if you're the Cats. Even if you did give up a touchdown, you do get the ball after the half. But if you can go into the half with a 7-point lead and get the ball, you change the whole complexion if you can get a score on the first drive of the second half. So 48 seconds to go here until halftime. Warrensburg at the Wildcat 45-yard line going from the south to the north. 3 wide receiver set left side, shotgun formation, and Nappy going to look over that way to throw. He's being chased out of the pocket. He's going to try to unload, and he does way across the field, and there will be a flag. That might be illegal man downfield as one of the blockers for Warrensburg was all the way down at about the 35-yard line, and that's what they're going to call. That was I looked down there and I saw him. Jackson Meldrum was all the way down at the 30-ish yard line on that pass play. You cannot do that, and that's going to push them back even farther, so that'll be a 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. That should push them back to their own 45-yard line. Well, no, the Cats are going to decline that penalty, make it 3rd and 15. I like the idea of that declining the penalty here. It looks like Blue coming off the field here. He's kind of been banged up in this game. He has taken a couple of good licks. So Cats do decline it. I almost would take that penalty just because it would have pushed them back to their own 45. And with under a minute to play, that's making them go a lot farther with less time. So a 3 wide receiver set left side. Shotgun formation, and this time Nappy going to keep it himself. He's going to get a yard, and then nothing else as the Cat defense was all over it. Brings up 4th down and about 14 with 30 seconds to go. And right now, I'm going to tell you something they want to address at the locker room at halftime. I've seen this on both sides, but it almost feels to me like Warrensburg's doing a good job getting in the Wildcats' head here, as I saw a couple of Wildcat players like bouncing around after that one, acting like putting their hands up like we didn't do anything. So I don't know if Warrensburg's getting those shots in there, and then the Wildcats are, whatever it is, if you're the Wildcats, you want to make sure that you take care of that at halftime. And Warrensburg was happy to just let the clock run out. And that'll be halftime. Cats lead 21-14 at half. We'll be back with halftime coverage after this. You're watching high school football on 4T's Broadcasting.
Event spaces come in all shapes and sizes. Finding the one that is just right can be a hassle. Not anymore. The Dickey Cottage is perfect for those extra large family gatherings, birthday parties, baby showers, and more. With a large kitchen to use, a giant dining room for everyone, and a living room area with a big screen, there is sure to be room for everyone to relax and feel right at home. So the next time you need a venue that is just right, call Sonia at 816-925-0588 and book your date today. The Dickey Cottage, the venue place.
Insurance doesn't have to be a bad word, especially when all the insurance you need is under one roof. Auto, commercial, life, health, farm, or crop insurance, they have you covered. With a lineup like that, they are sure to be the team covered. So instead of dreading a call to get an insurance quote, call the team that will line up with the best of them. The team at Stafford & Stafford Insurance, located on Commercial across from Holland's Auto Sales.
One of the scariest things to do is to take your car to a mechanic. No reason to be scared when you have the best mechanics around right here in Harrisonville. Colby and the crew at Colby's Car Clinic are all ASE certified mechanics with the latest equipment to keep your vehicle running smoothly year in and year out. So don't be scared. Go to Colby's Car Clinic and take the fear out of getting your car fixed. Give Colby a call at 816-380-3000 or go see them in the big blue building behind O'Reilly's. There is only one place in Harrisonville that you can see every Wildcat game, home or away, on the big screen. That's at Forged by Fire. If you're unable to make the journey to the game, stop in and watch the game with fellow Wildcat fans. Check them out every other night as well during the week with nightly specials and a full menu that is sure to make your mouth water. Forged by Fire is Harrisonville's premier restaurant, and remember, it's your Friday night Wildcat headquarters before, during, and after the game.
What is greater than one? Two! That's right, now Show Me Auto Mall has two locations to serve you, one in Harrisonville and the north location in Belton. Chances are, that means the quality of used vehicle you are searching for is going to be at one of their two locations. With several financing options available, Show Me Auto Mall will get you in the vehicle you want without breaking the bank. So when it's time to trade that vehicle in, go see the gang at Show Me Auto Mall and let them show you the Show Me difference.
There is only one place in Harrisonville that you can see every Wildcat game, home or away, on the big screen. That's at Forged by Fire. If you're unable to make the journey to the game, stop in and watch the game with fellow Wildcat fans. Check them out every other night as well during the week with nightly specials and a full menu that is sure to make your mouth water. Forged by Fire is Harrisonville's premier restaurant, and remember, it's your Friday night Wildcat headquarters before, during, and after the game.
You need multiple things for a project at home, but don't want to go all over the city to find it? You need to go see Tom and Lonnie Cook at the 38,000 square foot Trade Fair Mall. Over 200 booths with Amish-made jelly, new and used furniture, antiques, toys, and a little bit of everything you can think of. Harrisonville's Trade Fair Mall can be your one stop for everything. Whether it's your first time to Harrisonville or you have been here for years, the Trade Fair is definitely a see-it-to-believe-it type of place, right across the street from Sutherland's. The Trade Fair Mall isn't just an antique mall. It's several businesses in one. Need t-shirts for your team? A custom t-shirt shop on site has you covered. Speaking of covered, Harrisonville Trade Fair is Missouri's #1 seller of premier portable buildings to store all your outside equipment. Design your own or buy one in stock for as little as $100 down and no credit check. While you are custom designing your premier portable building, snack on some delightful cinnamon glazed pecans, cashews, and almonds from the Nutty Bavarian. You need it, they probably got it. Harrisonville's Trade Fair Mall across from Sutherland's.
What is one of your most precious commodities these days? Time. With kids' events, family events, and everything in between, time is precious. So why drive hours and spend an entire day to save $20? Shop local and find your home appliances right in Harrisonville at Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. They deliver and can service any issues that can arise. By doing that, you're putting money right back into the community. So stop wasting family time and go see the staff that treats you like their family at Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center on Plaza Drive, right behind Hawthorne Bank.
Well, it's football season, so that means cold weather is not far behind. It's time to drive on over to Young's Auto Repair to get your car ready for the winter. Flush the radiator, get an oil change, and make sure the heater is ready to keep your family comfortable all winter long. If something else may ail your car, bring it in. Let Young's diagnose the problem, get you back on the road. Young's Auto, across the road from Young's Tire on South Commercial Street.
Everyone needs a kickstart at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So go see the team at Sonic of Harrisonville to kick away those afternoon blues with an ice-cold soda full of caffeine to kickstart that energy. The best part, 2 to 4 p.m. is happy hour, so you can kick away the cobwebs for half price. And while you're at it, don't forget to grab an afternoon snack with some cheesy bites or jalapeno poppers. Also, go to the4ts.com and sign up for the Wildcat Kick Contest. So kick away those afternoon blues and get to Sonic today.
What do you look for when you're buying a used vehicle? How about honesty and integrity, along with a reliable vehicle? That's why you should turn to Steve Holland at Holland Auto Sales. Selling reliable vehicles in Harrisonville for 35 years means Holland's will be around when it's time to buy. At Holland's, you get more than a nice vehicle. You get a friend in the car business.
Go where the grammars go, Hans Auto Sales, and ask for Steve.
Everybody loves the old-fashioned drive-in. Well, guess what? Susie Q's has opened up in the Old Peculiar Drive-In location, across from the Frog Barn and Peculiar. Go in, get the signature Susie Q, you know, the one that's so big they barely fit in the basket. While you're at it, at the Tenderloin. So next time you think, man, I wish I had an old drive-in, remember, there's one 5 minutes up I-49 in Peculiar at Susie Q's.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything. Even a swing set standoff. And we covered it. July 1st, 2015. Talk to Farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Farmers Insurance, Bradley Sainer, in the A-frame at 1808 North Commercial Street in Harrisonville.
When it comes to your vehicle's maintenance, we know you have plenty of options. Sometimes so many options can make it hard to find an honest, reliable automotive shop. That is where Quality Auto Service and Repair comes in, with a commitment to providing customers with honest, quality service at reasonable prices. Our technology and expertise provide you with the best car care imaginable. We take pride in diagnosing your vehicle correctly and getting you back on the road quickly. We are family owned and operated since 1995. For an appointment, call 816-380-7267. Quality Auto Service and Repair, building relationships through automotive service. It's who the Davidsons trust for auto repair.
Does your lawn need some TLC? Owned and operated by 3 generations of Wildcats, Held's Turf Farm is your local stop for sod and topsoil since 1971. Whether you need 1 roll of sod, 1 scoop of dirt, or a whole truckload, we have you covered. A new home in your future? Give us a call at 816-540-2020 and set up a quote for new sod installation. Held's Turf Farm is located between Harrisonville and Pleasant Hill and is open 8 to 5 weekdays and 8 to noon on Saturdays.
All right, welcome back. It is halftime in Warrensburg, Missouri, on the campus of the University of Central Missouri. Your Harrisonville Wildcats lead it at the half, 21-14 over the Warrensburg Tigers, and the Cats are going to get the ball to start the second half. So best case scenario for the Cats, they were able to get a penalty and a stop on defense in the last 45 seconds, and Warrensburg went to the half down by 7. Cats would love to make this a 2-score game as we head into the second half of play. It's your halftime show brought to you by Susie Q's Drive-In and Peculiar. There's nothing half about their portions. Go grab a basket of Susie Q's and a tenderloin today. So I want to thank Ron, who's working feverishly and working hard behind me, making sure the broadcast looks great out there. And he was able to keep up with some stats for us here in this one as well. We'll go over to those halftime stats now, brought to you by Uptown Event Space. A big space at half the cost with paid parking. Now booking for the holidays and 2020. Looking for a December 5th opening. I think they have a event on December 5th, so we will see how that goes. I'm excited to go up there. They're about done with it. I talked to Brandon and David Hayes today. They said they were getting it finished, getting ready to work on the floor. So I'll be interested to go see how that looks now as they are getting it finished at the Uptown Event Space. So here we are at halftime. Warrensburg with 37 yards rushing at the half. And just looking down that list, 3 of their rushes were for negative yards. And then if you want to go even farther, 4 of those rushes for negative yards. And then you want to dive even farther into that. They had the one gain of 21, which ended up being like a 36-yard run because of the penalty. But other than that, you're looking at a lot of 1- and 2-yard runs. They had a couple of 6 in there, but mostly 1- and 2-yard and negative-yard runs. They also had 3 of 7 passing for 37 yards. On the Wildcat side, of course, it's going to be a heavy dose of Jace Reynolds. It was again in the first half. He has 126 yards rushing in that first half of play, putting him close to or a little over 1,900 yards on the season for the sophomore running back. River Riley had the 1-yard touchdown run on the quarterback sneak late in the half, and he also threw for 52 yards on 5 of 7 passing in the first half. Carson Crowley came in with 4 straight carries there in the second quarter, got 18 yards, and 2 carries for 6 yards for Joshua Pesic. So those are our totals on offense for both sides. So the Wildcat offense doing its job. The Wildcat defense, for the most part, has done their job. You look at the scoreboard, you're like 21-14. They're not doing a great job. Well, actually they are. One of those touchdowns came on a 6-yard drive. The other one came after 20 yards worth of penalties. So they're doing their job. They just got to stay disciplined in the second half. They've had a lot of penalties, and you can't have those penalties in a district semifinal game like this. So we will see how the Cats respond. Looking over the scores from around the area, our other game here in this district in Class 4 District 7, Grain Valley up 16-7 on Grandview at the half of that one. In the games up north, which the winner of this district would play, Excelsior Springs and Lincoln Prep tied at 14 apiece in their game. And then the other big game there is Smithville taking on Platte County, and Smithville leads Platte County 13-6 at the half. So Smithville looking to become a back-to-back district champion for the first time in years. They lead 13-6 at the half. Gary Davidson is listening along and watching along, and he's cracking me up. He's got these one-liners. You would think he was sitting here next to me being my color commentator as I made a comment about the don't be stupid with the penalties in the first half. He goes, agreed. So, Gary, thanks for being my color guy tonight, even though you couldn't make it along. Again, if you're joining us a little bit later, you're wondering, why no Gary Davidson? Why no Travis Forschler? Brenda Forschler, Travis's mom, Jerry's wife, passed away, or Brenda didn't. Brenda's mother passed away at the beginning of this week, and they are having the visitation and the funeral tonight and then tomorrow as well. So want to send our condolences to them. Wish everybody was here, but nevertheless, the show is going on tonight, and we've got a 21-14 Cat lead at the half. I will take a timeout. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching high school football on 4T's Broadcasting on YouTube. We'll be back right after this.
We've all been there before. Needed to deposit a check in our account, but nowhere near our bank. That's where Hawthorne's Bank's mobile banking comes in. Simply open your mobile banking app, take a picture of the check, and presto, the check's been deposited. Hawthorne Bank has the big bank convenience with small-town roots. So if you want a friendly, quick, and convenient service in a hometown bank, go see our friends at Hawthorne Bank next to Troby's on Plaza Drive.
Every team has the same characteristics, including having each other's back. That's the motto the team at Schroeder Chiropractic lives by. With 2 chiropractors, 3 therapists, and an amazing office staff, they got your back. They will take care of your aches and pains and have you feeling like new in a warm, family-friendly environment. Schroeder Chiropractic has the community's back as well, being actively involved in bright futures in Harrisonville youth sports. Whether it's aches and pains or getting involved in the community, Schroeder Chiropractic has your back.
This is Gary Davidson, and if you're looking for an honest, reliable heating and cooling company, look to where I look, Sherwood Heating and Cooling. Owner David Vogt has 25 years of industry experience and has been in business the last 10 years in Garden City. They are a carrier equipment dealer and can provide ductwork, design communicating equipment, and thermostats for new homes. Not to mention servicing all makes and models of furnaces and air conditioners in the Bates, Cass, and Henry County area. Whether you're looking to upgrade to a more efficient equipment like me or need something repaired, give Sherwood Heating and Cooling a call at 816-862-6610.
It's November. No, it is not Christmas time yet. However, it is time to start planning for those Thanksgiving and Christmas get-togethers as they are fast approaching and somebody needs to bring the dessert. So hop on Facebook and look up Katie's Cookies and Cupcakes and tell Greta what you're looking for. She will help you create your masterpiece for the holidays. With 20 years of experience, you will have the best dessert at your holiday party. Holiday orders are filling up fast, so jump on and get your order in today. Why would you ever trust a guy in a big store with helping you pick out the right flooring for your house? I wouldn't. I'd call on Hometown Flooring in Harrisonville. They will travel to you, consult with you, come up with the best options for you, your house, and your budget. Everything from carpet and vinyl to hardwood and backsplash, this store has it all. Your money stays right here in the community these owners grew up in. Let the professionals at Hometown Flooring help you create a look you love with products that last. Call them at 816-380-2464 and set up your estimate today, or check out their showroom at 801 Locust Street in Harrisonville. When you're searching for insurance, it's good to be able to call an agent in your town who can protect you. So if you're looking into auto, life, renters, boat, ATV, or any other weekend toy to be covered, call on CPSK Insurance and one of their 3 agents, Summer, Randy, and Amanda. Located right off I-49 and 291 in Harrisonville, Milwaukee Mall, they will give you a quote, get you covered quickly and easily. If your business needs covered, they can help there as well. So call them today at 816-380-3800 for a quote and let your hometown insurance go to work for you. Mike and Natalie Johnson take pride in giving back to the community. Or if you need help with a remodel, a project at your house, or maybe some snow removal coming up over those winter months, give them a call and they would love to help you with those various projects. They're also very key members in the community, from the Savannah Manasseh Memorial in front of HHS to redoing both the baseball and softball fields for Harrisonville High School, or organizing a trip to Houston to help out hurricane victims. Mike and Natalie make sure Excalibur pays it forward and helps Harrisonville continue to be a great place to live. I want to thank all of our great sponsors who are able to bring you these broadcasts each and every week. You heard some of our new sponsors coming on this week for the district contest, and we want to thank them as well. I'll tell you, it seems like each and every year at this time of year it gets a little bit football crazy around the area. Shout out to some of these sponsors. Mike Johnson, he's out in Las Vegas right now, and he's actually out there with Summer Smith and her fiance, who actually, their daughter was on Mike's little peewee soccer team, and they were out there. I saw some pictures earlier. They were at the Hoover Dam earlier today, and if anybody knows Mike Johnson, they know his big white 6-door truck that rolls around town, and he drove that all the way out to Las Vegas, which is crazy in its own right. But hopefully they're getting a chance to maybe watch and listen to this game a little bit as well. I don't know if they are or not. I mean, if I was in Las Vegas, I love you guys, but I don't know if I would be actually watching the game tonight or not. And Greta Riffle brought us some cookies, Katie's Cookies and Cupcakes. They are amazing. She brought us those this afternoon as well. And I want to give a quick shout out to David Melzer, whose 9th birthday is tomorrow, and the poor guy is at home sick and had to miss out on his fall party and cancel his birthday party. What kind of birthday is that for the poor guy? Hopefully he's being able to watch the game, though, at home in his warm house. And we want to give you a shout out for your birthday. Have a happy birthday. And I guarantee your parents will be able to reschedule that birthday party for you, buddy. So happy birthday to David. Gary wanted me to know that those were impressive stats, Ron. He said, you don't need me. I was like, well, we'll see. He may be getting replaced. He only shows up half the time anyway. I mean, what do you know? So I want to thank all our great sponsors again. They make these broadcasts possible each and every week. We are getting ready for second half action, and the Wildcats are going to have the football to start this second half. And me and 2 of my cousins have a chat that we talk on Facebook Messenger quite a bit, and I sent him the link to the broadcast. My cousin graduated from Clinton High School, and he goes, I watched for 2 minutes. He goes, you realize I hate both of those teams, right? He goes, I'm a Cardinal. So I don't think that he's still listening. I said that the Clinton Cardinals, will join the MRVC West. So Warrensburg, Harrisonville, and Clinton, who have always had a rivalry over the years, will be able to renew that rivalry starting next year, as Clinton and Center Yellow Jackets will both be in the MRVC West along with the current 6 teams. So we'll try to keep you up to date with some of these other games. I want to thank you for joining us for the halftime show, brought to you by Suzy Q Drive-In and Peculiar. Nothing half about your portions. Go grab a basket of Suzy Q's and a tenderloin today. So we're ready for football action. Warrensburg going to kick it from the south to the north. Cats going to go from the north to the south to start this third quarter of play. This kickoff brought to you by Young's Tire and Wheel Center. Kick those old tires to the curb and go see Young's Tire and Wheel Center today. Here's a high end over end kick, drilled deep. Going to push Knowles all the way back to his own 5 to the 15, looking for a seam. Cuts back at the 20 and going to be drugged down at about the 18. Not going to quite get to the 20-yard line, and that'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Cats to start the second half. So for the Wildcats, they are looking to try to get to their 6th consecutive district championship game. They have won 4 out of the last 5. Warrensburg broke that streak last year as they were able to win the district for the Tigers. They're trying to get to back-to-back district championship games and win back-to-back district championships. Going to be an I formation for the Cats here. Under center is Riley. Here we go on 1st and 10. They hand it off for Reynolds. And Reynolds starts where he left off the first half with a run of about 6 yards, going to bring up 2nd down and 4. I just realized I didn't give Ron a pin or his stats back. He's ready. He's got it. He's going to have first and second half stats. Man, I don't know. Gary, you might have been right. Wide receiver to the left, wide receiver to the right, 2nd down and 4 coming up for the Cats. And another handoff for Reynolds. Reynolds bounces to the outside. Stiff arms a man, gets down past the first down marker, and there's a penalty down. There's a couple of penalties. And maybe we'll see. I guess it could have been a hold on the Cat wide receiver out there. Not real sure. So they are going to call a hold. And it looks like that'll bring up a 2nd down and 16 instead of a 2nd and 6. So I think it'll be a spot foul. Ron was asking about a spot foul. Oh, no. Okay, so it was a face mask on Warrensburg. He pointed the same way, but instead it was offsetting penalty, so we'll redo 2nd down. So 2nd and 4 coming up for the Cats here after offsetting penalties. The first time they showed face mask and holding on the Wildcats, and I was like, I can't believe you would call a face mask on a running back, but nevertheless, it was the wrong way. It was offsetting penalties, and now Reynolds bounces through the middle, and there's a couple of late flags coming in, and it brings up a 3rd down. We'll see what these flags are called. Looks like it'll be a face mask on Warrensburg. So back-to-back face mask by the Warrensburg Tigers. They would have had him 3rd down and 4, and instead that is going to be a 15-yard penalty, and that is going to push the Cats up to the 38-yard line. So Warrensburg helping the Cats out right there. 11:02 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Wide receiver to the left is Atkinson. Wide receiver to the right is Knowles. I formation, and Reynolds going to get the handoff, runs right into a brick wall, and it goes down for a yard loss. One of the few loss of yardage runs for Reynolds here in the game. Going to lose about 2, it looks like. Going to bring up 2nd down and 12 from their own 36 now So 10:40 to go here in this third quarter. Cats lead 21-14, trying to make this a two-possession game on their first drive of the second half. Wide receiver to the left, wide receiver to the right, I formation on 2nd and 12. They're going to throw it out in the flats for Percival, and Percival going to churn for more yardage and all the way up to the 45-yard line. So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. So 3rd and manageable for the Cats up at the 44-yard line. Riley gets a play from the sideline. So 3rd down and 5 coming up. 2 wide receivers set near side. On the right side, under center is Riley. On 3rd and 5, they're going to hand off for Reynolds, and Reynolds is bottled up for a loss of a yard. Going to bring up 4th down and 6. Tried to go off the near side here on a run and could not capitalize on it, and that will be a punt opportunity for the Cats here. The last one was not a great punt opportunity. Kennedy Atkinson is actually long snapping for the Wildcats. Knowles back to punt it away. Gets a good punt off high end over end punt. Going to be fair caught at the 30-yard line by Pitzenbarger, and that's where Warrensburg will take over for their first drive of the second half. So Cats could not get on the board and get that 2-touchdown lead or 2-score lead, and now they're going to have to answer on defense. They've had a pretty good defensive game. We talked about it. Less than 40 yards on both passing and rushing in that first half, and really only over 100 yards because of penalties. So 9:09 to go here, third quarter. Warrensburg with the ball. 21-14, Cats lead. 2 wide receivers set to the right side, 1 to the left. Shotgun formation for Nappy. And Nappy going to just roll it up the middle. And he's going to get about 6 or 7 yards. And I didn't hear a whistle, so they're going to say that's a gain of about 8. And that is the exact same play they ran to start the football game and the exact same yardage they got to start the football game. 8-yard run by Nappy brings up 2nd down and 2 with 8:40 to go here in the third quarter. 21-14, Cats with the lead. So here we go, up the middle and a run, but whistled dead as Blue was going up the middle on that one. So it'll be a false start, so that'll push him back. That'll bring up 2nd down and 7. 8:26 to go. So now a 2nd and 2 becomes 2nd and 7. And Warrensburg coach is not going to be happy with that. That makes it more difficult after a first down run of 8. So here we go on 2nd and 7. Wide receiver to the left, to the right. They're going to go on a counter to Blue, and Blue's going to get most of it back. He's going to have a gain of 6 up to the 39-yard line. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1. So 3rd and 1 coming up for Warrensburg. 2 wide receivers to the right side, 1 to the left side is Pitzenbarger. Shotgun formation, and Nappy just going to take it himself, get the first down, and then be buried after a gain of about 3. And that'll be a 1st and 10 Warrensburg up to the 42-yard line. So Nappy's going to get the first down up to the 42-yard line. 7:28 to go here, third quarter, 21-14. Cats with the lead. Class 4, District 7, semifinal action. 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. And Nappy rolls out to pass Still rolling and throws far sideline for, I think that was intended for Munsterman on the far side. Wasn't able to come down with it. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 10. So 7:10 to go here in the third. Cats lead by 7, 21-14 the score. Warrensburg scored first. Cats answered with back-to-back touchdowns of their own to take a 13-7 lead. And then Warrensburg was able to get another touchdown on the board before the Cats answered with one of their own. They're going to go end around with Pitzenbarger. He broke the first tackle, breaks a couple. Trevor Campbell's got him and tosses him down after a gain of a yard. So that was a whole lot of running for just a yard for Pitzenbarger. He ran left, ran right, and ran into Trevor Campbell, and Campbell able to wrap him up and take him down. Brings up a 3rd down and long. Be 3rd and about 9 for Warrensburg with 6:40 to go here in the third quarter. Three wide receivers near side. Shotgun formation for Nappy. Blue with him in the backfield. He's going to roll out to pass. Cat show blitz. Nappy's going to try to go the other way. And now he's going to be chased down and taken down for maybe a gain of a yard. Brings down 4th down, and Warrensburg is going to have to punt it away. The Wildcats return a kick or a punt for a touchdown. One lucky fan, that lucky fan being Diana Lawful, will win a $150 Sonic gift card. If one is not returned, the jackpot will grow by $10 each and every week. Diana will get a $5 gift card just for participating in the contest. That is Sonic of Harrisonville. Reynolds and Knowles back at their own 20 to receive this punt on 4th and 8. And now here they go on the run, and that is Pitzenbarger. He's going to have a 1st down up to the 48-yard line. He needed 8, and he got 8. So that'll be a 1st and 10 Warrensburg. So Warrensburg gambles near midfield, and Pitzenbarger able to get the 1st down run. And Brody Rogers talking to the official. I think Brody was saying it's not even to the 48-yard line. I wanted a measurement on there, and they didn't give him one. They're just going to say it's a 1st down. So 1st and 10, Warrensburg into Wildcat territory at the Wildcat 48-yard line. Shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Nappy, the quarterback. And he's going to go on the fake end around. No, he gets it to Pitzenbarger. He gets 5 or 6, taken down at the 42-yard line. So a 6-yard gain, going to bring up 2nd down and 4. So they've changed up the sweep play, the jet sweep, and they've replaced that jet sweep play with a counter play. So still, only a couple of plays you've been seeing Warrensburg run here in this ball game. It's been the counter and the quarterback dive when they're not passing. So here we go, 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right, shotgun formation. Nappy, he's going to keep it himself and go right up the middle. He's going to have a 1st down to the 36-yard line. Another 6-yard run, and that's a 1st down to the 36-yard line. So 4:45 to go here, third quarter. Neither team has able to get their offense really rolling in this second half of play so far. Warrensburg's 2nd time with the ball. They got their 1st down on a punt, a fake punt. And here we go on 1st and 10. 2 wide receivers to the left. They're going to go in motion, and they're going to hand it off for Pitzenbarger. He's going to get to the outside. He's going to have a 1st down, and he's forced out of bounds by Beavers and goes down on the track hard. I know they probably wanted a late hit, but he hit him right as he was going out of bounds, so you're not going to get that call. Looks like it's going to be good enough for about 10 yards. So we'll see where they mark it. Going to bring it back. That'll be another 1st down. So a 10-yard run by Pitzenbarger. and that'll bring up a first down. So 21-14 the score. Warrensburg driving here. Down 21-14 with 4:15 to go here in the third. Two wide receivers to the right side. One back off the end. They're going to go in motion with They were going in motion with Munsterman, and then they flip back, and it's going to be a false start or illegal procedure on the Tigers. So they were trying to fake pitch to look like a fake pitch to Munsterman there, and then they were going on a counter to Pitzenbarger. So Warrensburg trying to change it up a little bit here in the second half, going with a lot more misdirection than they did in the first half. They kind of came right at the Cats in the first half. That penalty pushes them back to the 31-yard line with 4:13 to go here in the third. 21-14 the score. Cats lead by 7, but Warrensburg is driving. Key first down on this one was a 4th and 8 fake punt. Two wide receivers to your right, one to your left, shotgun formation. And they're going to hand off for Blue, and Blue's into the secondary, and he's going to have 10, maybe 11. They're going to mark him down at the 19, so it'll be an 11-yard run down to the 19-yard line. Couple of Cats down on the play. I don't know if they ran into each other, what happened there, but they're down on the field. We will take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back.
There is no better way to get in touch with other business owners and potential clients than joining the Harrisonville Area Chamber of Commerce. Come to monthly networking events and grow your business and make new friends. The Chamber is booking now for booths at the Log Cabin Festival October 4th and 5th. So give Bing and the staff a call today and get signed up for all the fun. 816-380-5271. Every broadcast team has to look good. The 4T's crew is no different. That's why we trust C-Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing to outfit us for each broadcast. Offering full-service screen printing, embroidery, promotional products, banners, and more, they can take care of you. When you're looking for a company to make that next shirt, stop looking and call C-Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing at 660-885-2447 or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
Looking for a new modern-style place for your wedding, one that won't break the bank? We've got good news for you. Harrisonville's newest event space, the Uptown Event Space, is now booking for events for the holidays and next year. Located across from the Old Cass Medical Center, there's ample parking and space for your next big party, complete with private rooms for the bride and groom to get ready, a kitchen area, and a full catering available. It's time to go to Uptown and book your next event today.
It's important to have a local bank. Sherwood Community Bank is the area's only locally owned bank. It's nice when your local bank is also up with the times and provides you with internet banking and a mobile banking app. We are all so busy, so sometimes being able to jump online or use an app to transfer funds at the click of a button is the easiest way to bank. So go to one of Sherwood Bank's 4 convenient locations in Urick, Creighton, Garden City, or Harrisonville and set up an account today.
And don't forget to download the Sherwood Bank app.
Want the best deal from the best dealership? Max Motors Ford, right in Harrisonville, Missouri. We make deals the others won't. More for your trade, less for your new one. Worth the drive from anywhere. We will beat any competitor's offer on a new vehicle by $500 or give you $500 and a tank of gas. With a great selection of over 800 vehicles priced at or below dealer cost. Come see why Max Ford in Harrisonville is the easiest place to buy a car. Visit us at the corner of 71 and 291 highways or shop maxford.com. Proud to sponsor our Harrisonville Wildcats.
Atkinson Funeral Home and Cremation Services have been serving families in the area since 1929. The Atkinsons take great pride in being members of the community. They will soon graduate a 4th-generation Wildcat, and with this kind of commitment to Harrisonville, you know Atkinson Funeral Home will be there for you. As always, they are proud supporters of the Harrisonville Wildcats.
Hi, I'm Lacey Domnick.
Hi, I'm Cameron Chenoweth with American Family Insurance.
And as I was saying before I was cut off, I'm Lacey Domnick with Shelter Insurance. As you can see, we're both competitors off the field. However, since we're Harrisonville alums, we both still love the Wildcats and this community.
So if you're looking for hometown insurance from your hometown agent, give me a call, Cameron.
No! Give me a call at 816-380-2700 for a shelter insurance quote today.
Or for the best quote, give me a call at 816-380-3996 for an American Family quote. We know you have options, so we want to team up to give you the best options in insurance.
It's happened to all of us. We buy new tires and a week later we run over a nail. Good news. Buy your tire at Young's Tire and Wheel Center and you get free flat repair for the life of your tires. Have a bad tire and need a replacement but you don't want to break the bank? Young's can help you with that as well, with a huge assortment of quality used tires. So when the time comes for new tires or a replacement, go to the shop that Harrisonville trusts on South Commercial, a stone's throw from Forged by Fire.
When Forties needs tires, they call Young's. Yes!
Event spaces come in all shapes and sizes. Finding the one that is just right can be a hassle. Not anymore. The Dickey Cottage is perfect for those extra large family gatherings, birthday parties, baby showers, and more. With a large kitchen to use, a giant dining room for everyone, and a living room area with a big screen, there is sure to be room for everyone to relax and feel right at home. So the next time you need a venue that is just right, call Sonia at 816-925-0588 and book your date today. The Dickey Cottage, the venue place.
Insurance doesn't have to be a bad word, especially when all the insurance you need is under one roof. Auto, commercial, life, health, farm, or crop insurance, they have you covered. With a lineup like that, they are sure to be the team covered. So instead of dreading a call to get an insurance quote, call the team that will line up with the best of them. The team at Stafford & Stafford Insurance, located on Commercial across from Holland's Auto Sales.
One of the scariest things to do is to take your car to a mechanic. No reason to be scared when you have the best mechanics around right here in Harrisonville. Colby and the crew at Colby's Car Clinic are all ASE certified mechanics with the latest equipment to keep your vehicle running smoothly year in and year out. So don't be scared. Go to Colby's Car Clinic and take the fear out of getting your car fixed. Give Colby a call at 816-380-3000 or go see them in the big blue building behind O'Reilly's. There is only one place in Harrisonville that you can see every Wildcat game, home or away, on the big screen. That's at Forged by Fire. If you're unable to make the journey to the game, stop in and watch the game with fellow Wildcat fans. Check them out every other night as well during the week with nightly specials and a full menu that is sure to make your mouth water. Forged by Fire is Harrisonville's premier restaurant, and remember, it's your Friday night Wildcat headquarters before, during, and after the game.
All right, we still have a Wildcat player down on the field, being able to look. It is Kyron Beavers down on the field. I did get seeing the being able to see with the binoculars. I know his mom's down there with him, all the coaches surrounding him. I don't know what happened. His foot's all wrapped up. And he may have broke a leg, maybe broke something similar to what happened maybe to Kennedy Atkinson last year. I don't know. They are putting him on. They're going to pull him off the field here. And we will see. Yeah, his foot is wrapped up, so maybe he broke his ankle or something. Good to see. And this is what I like to see, both teams. I talked about Kyron earlier. Kyron was born in Warrensburg, and they've got a lot of friends in this community, so both teams going over there. Obviously, him being a senior, a lot of the seniors from Warrensburg probably are kids he played football with from time to time. Now, you have the long delay here, and this is one of those situations you got to kind of refocus here and kind of get yourself refocused and ready to go. I'm glad. I mean, you don't like to see an injury at all, but I was glad to see that it was like a leg, because when he was down face down, and I thought he was maybe knocked out cold, and you definitely don't like to see that. But looks like maybe it was a lower leg injury. Don't know, obviously. I'm not a doctor. I'm just going by what I can see is that from that. So hopefully prayers to Kyron as they're going to pull him off the field, get him off the field. And, the hard thing is now you got to go back to playing football after an injury like that and, a long delay. So, and that's what you love to see too, as Jennifer Beavers, his mom, really good friend of my wife's, was over there. She just gave Colby Knowles a big hug before she headed back off the field. Several of the players went over to give her a hug. So, you don't like to see an injury, but you're glad to see that it wasn't something way worse. Football's a rough sport sometimes, and injuries do happen. So, nevertheless, hopefully we will get him taken care of, get him to the hospital, and hopefully the Cats can rally around Kyron Beavers here. So 3:57 to go. We'll reset things now. 3:57 to go here in the third quarter. The Cats lead at 21-14. A second down and 3.5 coming up for the Warrensburg Tigers when we get back to action. So, long delay there, but hopefully everything will go smoothly for Kyron. Hate to see any injuries there. I believe that is maybe his dad coming back across the field as well as they clear the field. And see the athletic director of facilities for UCM down there, Scott Thomason, and also the athletic director for Warrensburg, Keith Chapman, both coming off the field. So we are back to action here, and it'll be Warrensburg ball at the Wildcat 19-yard line. A 2nd and 3 coming up for the Tigers. Catch trying to keep the Tigers out of the end zone with 3:57 to go here in this third quarter. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 on the right. Shotgun formation, and it's going to be Nappy. He's going to have a first down and a little more, but it looks like there's going to be a hold that'll bring this one back, and that'll bring up a 2nd and long for Warrensburg. So first down, but Warrensburg shoots itself in the foot, and it goes backwards 10 yards here. That'll make it a 2nd and about 14 for the Warrensburg Tigers. So see where this marks the ball at. If that was at the 20, it was right at the 20. It looked like they threw the flag. So that'll push them back to the 30, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 14 after they had gotten a first down look. So 2nd down coming up for the Tigers from the Wildcat 30, 2nd and long. So 2 wide receivers set to the right side, 1 to the left. Shotgun formation for Nappy. He's going to fake the handoff. No, gives the handoff to Blue, and Blue into the secondary. He's down to the 15. He's going to have a first down inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. So a 16-yard run. They needed 15. He gets them down to the 14-yard line. And that was Cowlick, the runner. That 6 and that 8 look so similar to each other. So that was Cowlick, the runner in the backfield. So that's Cowlick and not Blue. So 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation for Nappy, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. And a false start, illegal procedure on the Tigers, pushes them back 5 yards again. So Warrensburg kind of shooting themselves in the foot, but they've been able to bounce back with big plays after the penalties on this drive. 3:12 to go here, third quarter, 21-14. The score, Cats lead in this one. So 21-14 our score. Warrensburg knocking on the door at the Wildcat 19 in the red zone. 1st and 15 coming up for them. So 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right, shotgun formation. And there's going to be Nappy keeping it himself inside the 15. Got to the 14, bring up 2nd down and 9. This would be a big stop for the Wildcat defense, especially all that's happened on this drive. I just saw Sean Carruthers come back from the ambulance. Sean, broke his leg a couple of weeks ago at Oak Grove. He went over to give some words of encouragement to Kyron, come wheeling back on his little scooter he's got over there. 2 wide receivers to your right, 1 to your left, shotgun formation, 2nd down and 9 for the Tigers at the 14. They're going to go in motion. They're going to fake the handoff. Nappy's going to go inside. He gets down to an 11-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd down and 6 for the Tigers. Figure they're in 4-down territory here, down by 7 with under 2 to go in the 3rd period. So 3rd quarter action, 1:45 to go here in the 3rd. Just the 2nd drive of the 2nd half for the Tigers. Started way back on their own side of the field. They were able to get a fake punt 1st down at midfield, and now they face a 3rd down and 7. And Nappy, he's going to fake the handoff, take it himself inside the 5 or inside the 10. He's not going to be there. He's got about a yard short. And that's going to bring up a 4th down for Warrensburg here. So 4th in about a yard and a half, maybe 2. They're going to say 2 on the scoreboard. So 4th and 2, Warrensburg going to go for it here. I'm looking for a misdirection from Pitzenbarger right here. That's probably the call you're going to see, as Pitzenbarger probably going to go on a counter, or Nappy on a dive up the middle. So we will see here on this one. And no, it'll be Nappy. He's going to get to the outside. He's not going to get there. The Cats are going to hold him, and they get a turnover on downs at their own 5-yard line is where they will start the drive. Huge stand by the Wildcat defense. They stopped Nappy. I said it was going to be the counter. They didn't go counter. They went Nappy, called his own number, was not able to get a 1st down, and the Cats will take possession with 32 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter, and down by 7 are the Tigers. They're going to have to get a stop here. Ron just in the back of my ears, I heard Ron say it would be a good time for a 94-yard run. You're exactly right. He had an 86-yarder the last time these two met. So here we go, and they're going to pitch it back to Reynolds. He's going to follow a blocker and not get anywhere. He's actually going to lose about 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down and long. So that was a loss of about 3 on that pitch play, and going to bring up 2nd down and 13. You got to be careful if you're the Cats. You don't want to fumble down here. But the Cats are going to be letting this one run to the 4th quarter. So we will take a timeout, 3 quarters in the books. We go to the 4th. Cats lead by 7 with the ball. But
what is greater than 1? 2. That's right. Now Show Me Auto Mall has 2 locations to serve you. One in Harrisonville and the north location in Belton. Chances are that means the quality of used vehicle you are searching for is going to be at one of their 2 locations. With several financing options available, Show Me Auto Mall will get you in the vehicle you want without breaking the bank. So when it's time to trade that vehicle in, go see the gang at Show Me Auto Mall and let them show you the Show Me difference.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We go to the 4th quarter. Cats are going to have a 2nd and long from about their own 3-yard line here. 2nd and 13 is what it's going to be called from their own 3 with 12 minutes on the clock as we start the 4th quarter. So Cats come out from their huddle after the end of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 4th quarter. It'll start things off here. I formation in the backfield. In tight on the left side are the Cats. And the fumbled snap, and I think the Cats were able to fall on it. But that was close again. That could have been terrible. That would have been a 2nd turnover within their own 5 by the Wildcats. Looks like Riley was able to, or was just coming out of there a little bit too quick. Not sure what happened right there. But nevertheless, it's going to bring up 3rd and 13 now for the Wildcats. So here we come back to center. High formation for the Wildcats. 3rd and long. And Riley looking to pass. He's going to chuck it over the middle. He's got Knowles, and Knowles up to the 20, breaks the tackle back the other way to the 25-yard line. It'll be good enough for a Wildcat first down up to the 24-yard line from their own 3. A 21-yard pass conversion on 3rd and 13 puts the Cats up to the 24-yard line and moves the chains. That's enough for a Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center first down. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. So huge 3rd down conversion by the Wildcats as Warrensburg was breathing down the neck of River Riley. He completes a perfect pass over the middle to Knowles. High formation in the backfield. And this time they're going to hand off for Reynolds. And Reynolds busts into the secondary to the 40. He's going to the 50, to the 40. Jace Reynolds to the house for 6. 76-yard run. He had 3 runs of 60-plus last week. He adds a 76-yarder this week. He had an 86-yard run against the Warrensburg Tigers on the first matchup between these two, and that puts the Cats out in front 27-14, extra point coming up. You know, with Jace, it's one of those things that you just wait for him to break one of those big ones, and he breaks it right there down the sideline for a touchdown run. You know, I wish Gary was here right now because I'd like him to be going through his stats and count up how many 60-plus yard touchdown runs that's been for him this year. And they did that little play where they shovel it over to Percival, and he scores, makes it 29-14. That touchdown is brought to you by Young's Auto Repair. Give them the call for that just right touch in your car when it needs fixed. We'll be right back. Cats lead by 15.
You need multiple things for a project at home, but don't want to go all over the city to find it? You need to go see Tom and Lonnie Cook at the 38,000 square foot Trade Fair Mall. Over 200 booths with Amish-made jelly, new and used furniture, antiques, toys, and a little bit of everything you can think of. Harrisonville's Trade Fair Mall can be your one stop for everything. Whether it's your first time to Harrisonville or you have been here for years, the Trade Fair is definitely a see-it-to-believe-it type of place, right across the street from Sutherland's.
All right, welcome back. Our score now 29-14. Cats with the lead over the Warrensburg Tigers. Been a emotional late 3rd quarter, early 4th quarter. Cats overcoming the emotions as one of their seniors got hurt on the last drive by Warrensburg, but the Cats answer with a 4-down stop and then answer with a touchdown, a 76-yard touchdown by the sophomore running back Jace Reynolds. Puts it probably over 200 on the night. And there's a kick right up the middle to Warrensburg up to about the 25. That's Pitzenbarger. He's trying to find some running room. Gets up to about the 30. Looks like there might be a hold. That'll push it back 10 yards as well. So the Cats in control. I say in control. There's still 10.5 minutes to go in this game, but a 2-score lead is something that you would like to work with. Looking at scores, Excelsior and Lincoln Prep in a back-and-forth battle, 28-28, the 1 versus the 4 in that district. And looking at other scores, score of note, 23-7, Grain Valley over Grandview. Winner plays the winner of that one, the winner of this game. It was a block in the back, so that'll push them back. And looking at the other score I was looking at for Smithville, Platte County, another classic contest between those two, 20-20, the score in the 4th quarter of that one. So those are the scores we want to watch here in that one. As other scores in the conference, 55-7, Odessa over Boonville. It's 1st and 10, Warrensburg from their own 15, and they go past this time on the far side. Incomplete, bounced off the turf, going to bring up a 2nd down and 10. Could not come up with it on the far side. That was Greg Smith, unable to complete the pass, brings up 2nd down and 10. I'm going to tell you, Warrensburg's got some speed in the backfield. I don't know that I would just automatically think I need to go right to the pass here. You can get some big chunk yardage in this situation if you get Pitzenbarger out in space. The thing is, they haven't done a whole lot of that tonight as he's got that speed. And, Miles Moore, who is injured, that's another guy, obviously they're missing big time, but Pitzenbarger has been able to fit in for him well. So here's a go shotgun, and again, they're going to try to go for a pass. Nappy eludes the rush. He's going to run up the middle of the field, or cut back towards the middle of the field, I should say. He's going to gain 2, and it brings up 3rd down and 8. So he got to the sideline. It looked like he was going to cut back to the middle of the field. Instead, he stayed on that far side, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 8. So Warrensburg's gone pass on the first 2 plays of this drive. So here we go on a 3rd and 8. Wide receiver to the left, 3 to the right. Shotgun formation for Nappy. He's got Calic in the backfield with him. And it looks like he's going to roll out to pass, still rolling out. Cats are giving chase, and he's going to cut it back upfield. He's not going to get anywhere. Back to about the 20 is all he's going to have. That'll bring up 4th down, and Warrensburg going to have to punt. So a 3-and-out forced by the Wildcat defense. 15-yard spread in this game right now for the Cats as they lead by 15. If they could get a score right here, that would really put the backs against the wall for the Warrensburg Tigers. If the Wildcats return this punt for a touchdown, Diana Loffel will win a $150 Sonic gift card. She gets a $5 one just for playing. Here comes the kick. High end over end kick going to be taken. Nope, Cats are going to let it roll. And Knowles thought about picking it up at inside his own 40 and then decided, I better not do that, and lets it roll dead at his own 38. So big series here with 8:49 to go in the 4th quarter. The Cats lead it by 15 right now with 8:49 to go in this 4th. If they could score here, would make it a 21-point game. Possibly 22 or 23, depending on what the Cats wanted to do on the extra point, as those 2-point conversions have been there the last 2 times for the Wildcats. The one thing it does do is it makes Warrensburg chase points regardless of the rest of the way. They've got to get a 2-point conversion. Wide receiver to the left, wide receiver to the right. I formation, ball at their own 38-yard line on 1st and 10. They're going to hand off for Reynolds, and he's stuffed in the backfield for a loss of about 4. And Cowick, he has been the aggressor for Warrensburg in this game, offensively and defensively, showing his speed. The senior running back and linebacker with the 4-yard loss on Reynolds brings up 2nd down and 14 with 8:25 to go here in the 4th. Cats going to be in no hurry. Come up to the line of scrimmage, wide receiver left, wide receiver to the right. On I formation, they're going to feed Reynolds again, and he's going to get a couple of it back up to the 36. So a gain of 2 to the 36-yard line. So 3rd down and 11 or 12 coming up for the Wildcats here. Last time they had a 3rd and long. They got the completion over the middle to Knowles for a 1st down. A 1st down here would be a backbreaker for Warrensburg as the Cats would be able to continue to run the clock. So ball stands at their own 36-yard line with 7:30 to go here in the 4th quarter of this one. Knowles to the right, Percival to the left. And they're going to hand off for Reynolds, and Reynolds is going to break to the secondary, down the sideline, out of bounds. Jace Reynolds, if anybody's ever seen it, looks like that was about a 17-yard run by Reynolds up to the 47 of Warrensburg. Anybody's ever seen the movie Remember the Titans? Jace Reynolds is kind of like that. Coach Boone says on there, he goes, split back veer. He goes, you're on the veer. He goes, just like Novocaine, it's eventually going to work. And right there, again, just keep feeding Jace Reynolds. Eventually, he's going to wear you down, and it's going to work. And he does it there First and 10, moves the chains at the Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. First down, think Troby's first. When you think home appliances, wide receiver left, wide receiver right. Here we go, I formation. And this time again, it's Reynolds. And he's off to the races to the 45. That was going to come back, though. Looks like a hold all the way back at the 42-yard line. So this one will come back. If it's a spot foul where they threw it, first of all, if that's a spot foul where they threw it, I want people to see where that flag is. That means that the Wildcat offensive line had a 5-yard push, and they go and drop it back. Didn't really understand that, but they dropped it back at the 47, so that'll take it back on the Wildcat side of the field at their own 43. It'll bring it 1st and 20. So I guess it wasn't 5 yards downfield, but whoever threw it threw a good chuck on that flag. 7:10 to go here, fourth quarter. Cats lead 29 to 14. And the inside handoff for Pesic. He's going to get about 3 of it, maybe 4 of it back. Pushes him up to the 47. So a 4-yard run by him. Okay, so now they move it back to the 46. So a 3-yard run by Pesic, and that brings up 2nd down and 17 for the Cats from their own 46. And the Cats, they're, as much as they would have loved that other first down run by Reynolds, they'll take this clock just churning away as well. 2 wide receiver set right side, I formation for the Cats. They hand it to Reynolds, and Reynolds' little stutter step in the backfield gets him down inside the 40 of the Tigers. So all the way down, a 14-yard run down to the 40, brings up a 3rd down and 3 with 6 minutes to go. It looks like the Cats brought in the jumbo package again. That I know what they're thinking here. This is 4-down territory. We're going to try to put this game away. So they bring in the big boys on a 3rd down and 3. 2 wide receivers in front of Reynolds on 3rd down, and Reynolds going to scoot through a little bit of a hole close to a first down. River Riley pointing first down, thinks he's got a first down. We'll see. He's going to be looks like he's going to be a little bit short, about a half foot short maybe. Going to bring up a 4th down. And what that tells me, though, is when he goes over to the sideline to get the call, he knew exactly that they were going for it on 4th down. He didn't even hesitate. And I would imagine what the Cats are going to do right here. I thought maybe they'd call a timeout, but they restarted the game clock at 25. So Riley going to bring it in. I thought maybe the Cats would have let the play clock run all the way down and then call the timeout. But the clock will roll here. 5:20 to go in the fourth quarter. 29-14, Cats with the lead. Up to the line of scrimmage goes Riley. And they're going to hand it off, and it'll be the Cats with the first down. And they move the chains again. That was the inside handoff that time. That went to the fullback, Pesic. So Pesic with about a 6-yard little scamper moves the chains, and that's good enough for a Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center first down. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. And I'll tell you what, Cats have put on a running clinic the 2 drives they've had in the second half after that initial drive. The last 2 drives have been a thing of beauty. 1st and 10, they're going to go jumbo, and they're going to look for Reynolds, and he's not going to get anywhere. Nappy, the first one to him. Going to be a loss of about 2. Going to bring up 2nd down and about 12 with 4:38 to go. And a whistle and a timeout, Warrensburg. So now Warrensburg realizing, hey, this time is running out in this game. We're going to have to call a timeout. So a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout as well. Cats up by 15, 4:38 to go in the fourth.
The Trade Fair Mall isn't just an antique mall. It's several businesses in one. Need T-shirts for your team? A custom t-shirt shop on site has you covered. Speaking of covered, Harrisonville Trade Fair is Missouri's #1 seller of premier portable buildings to store all your outside equipment. Design your own or buy one in stock for as little as $100 down and no credit check. While you are custom designing your premier portable building, snack on some delightful cinnamon glazed pecans, cashews, and almonds from the Nutty Bavarian. You need it, they probably got it. Harrisonville's Trade Fair Mall across from Sutherland's.
All right, welcome back. Second down and 12 coming up for the Cats at the Warrensburg 33-yard line. They lead at 29-14 in this one with 4:38 to go here in the fourth quarter. They go back to the I formation on second down and long. And they're going to hand off for Reynolds. Inside handoff, and Reynolds is going to get close to a first down. They're going to call a flag there. I think they're going to call a hold downfield on Knowles. And we'll see here where they mark it from. If they mark it from where Knowles was holding, if that was Knowles, then it's going to be about where it was, and it's going to be second down again. So the Cats will take that. They don't want a penalty, but they'll take a penalty knowing that they ran a little bit of time off the clock, and it's still going to be second down. So there's 4:31 to go. And, yeah, that pushed him back, so that run is negated, and it ends up being about a 2-yard penalty. Brings up second down and about 14 for the Wildcats with 4:31 to go here in the fourth quarter, late fourth quarter, 4:25 as the clock is rolling. Knowles to the right, Percival to the left, I formation for the Cats. Riley has to get the ball and was on his knees, I think, when he got it. So it's going to bring up a third down and a timeout called by Warrensburg with 4:12 to go. So another timeout and a loss of yardage for the Cats by about 3 or 4 yards. We'll take a quick timeout as well. 29-14 with 4:12 to go in the fourth.
What is one of your most precious commodities these days? Time. With kids' events, family events, and everything in between, time is precious. So why drive hours and spend an entire day to save $20? Shop local and find your home appliances right in Harrisonville at Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. They deliver and can service any issues that can arise. By doing that, you're putting money right back into the community. So stop wasting family time and go see the staff that treats you like their family at Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center on Plaza Drive, right behind Hawthorne Bank.
All right, welcome back. We got a third down and long coming up after this timeout. Cats have the ball at the 37-yard line of the Warrensburg Tigers. I would imagine the Cats don't get a first down here. They're probably going to maybe pooch kick it down into the corner and try to pin Warrensburg deep. 2 wide receivers set to the near side. I formation in the backfield. Under center is Riley. Third down and 14 going. They're going to hand off for Reynolds. Good cutback by Reynolds. Chased down from behind, but he's able to get some of it back up to the 32-yard line. It'll bring up a fourth down with 4 minutes to go as the clock will roll here. Looks like the Cats are going to go for it. You're kind of in no man's lane. You're down at the 31-yard line. You just don't want a sack or an interception or fumble here. If you are coach, you're telling River Riley, if the pressure's coming, roll out and chuck that one as far as you can on the sidelines and out of bounds. But, again, they may just be content on running some clock, as that it was down to 3:30, and they did. They called a timeout now. That'll be their first timeout, so that will take us to the 3:30 mark. So the Cats are going to talk it over on a 4th and 10. We'll leave it right here with you. We'll go over some scores real quick. Looks like the winner of this game is going to get Grain Valley. They lead 29-7, start of the fourth quarter of that one over Grandview. Cats lead here 29-14. Other games of note, Excelsior Springs, Lincoln Prep still tied at 28, and Smithville, Platte County tied at 20 apiece as well. Just got a text from Mike Johnson. They are cruising the Las Vegas Strip watching Wildcat football. I love it. I am excited to hear that. Hope you guys are having fun out there. 4th and 10 coming up as we are back to action, and the Cats are going to punt it away now. Knowles stands at about the 43-yard line. He's just going to try to force this one deep. Low snap, and that is not what you wanted if you're Knowles, and he's going to get it away. It's blocked partially and then fallen on by Warrensburg. So about a negative 1 yard punt by Knowles. They've had troubles on the punts here today. And that was another adventure, and Warrensburg's going to have it at their own 33 with 3:21 to go. Bad problem for Warrensburg. They're down 15 with under 4 minutes to go in this game, and they're down to 1 timeout left. So they're going to need to score quickly and hope to get the ball back on an onside kick. But I'll tell you, the onside kicks for the Cats have been an adventure this year as well. 2 wide receivers set to the left, 2 to the right, shotgun formation for Nappy. And Warrensburg going to try to pass here. Cats coming on the blitz. Incomplete pass on the sideline. No, they're going to say Munsterman got it up at the 44-yard line. So Zach Munsterman with the catch moves the chains all the way up to the 44-yard line. A first down for Warrensburg with 3:16 to go as that stopped the clock as he went out of bounds. They go far side other way and incomplete, intended for Smith. And that'll bring up a second down and 10. I don't even know that the clock rolled right there, but I could be wrong. So second down and 10 coming up. Now I'm getting all kinds of text messages. I just got a text message from, I'll tell you after this play, 2nd and 10. Nappy getting chased out of the pocket, and he's going to have to run for a couple. He's actually going to lose a yard. He steps out at the 42. First guy there was Hagen Stevenson. One of our great sponsors, Brad Sainer of Farmers Insurance, says, hey, I'm out in Pratt, Kansas. He goes, you're mentioning everybody else. Why aren't you mentioning me? That? And I said, I understand, Brad. It's all good. Glad you were out there watching in Pratt, Kansas. Good luck pheasant hunting tomorrow. So good luck to you tomorrow. So go get some of those birds. 3rd down and 11 coming up. 3:07 to go here in the 4th. Cats lead by 15, 29-14 to score. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Nappy, shotgun formation, looking to pass. He's going to chuck it deep. Picked off by Colby Knowles at the 30-yard line. With 3:01 to go in the 4th quarter of this one. Cats can get a couple of first downs. They can salt this one away as they lead by 15 with just over 3 minutes to go. They're legit on the Las Vegas Strip as they're passing the Paris Hotel and Casino out there in Las Vegas. So 29-14 our score, 3:01 to go here in the 4th quarter. Cats in control with the ball, looking to move on to their 6th straight district championship game. And Reynolds gets to the outside, and he tries to stay inbounds and gets hit over on the far side, but not before he gains 4 on, and that one looks like 5. They're going to give it up to the about 4.5, 5, 4, 5. It's close. Truly, everybody is watching. My son's principal, Becky Campbell, and her daughter, Kelsey, watching in Springfield, Missouri, staying warm down there, as Kelsey's younger brother, Trevor Campbell, one of the linemen for the Cats, wide receiver left, wide receiver right, I formation. Reynolds with the handoff. He's going to go right up the middle, gain about 2. That'll bring up a 3rd down, and that will bring up a timeout on the field. 3rd and about 3 coming up. So 3rd and 3 coming up for the Cats after this timeout. We'll just keep it right here with you as the Cats are trying to move on to their 6th consecutive district championship game and end the Warrensburg Tigers season the way the Cats got their season ended by Warrensburg last year. Odessa 55-7. They beat Boonville. Savannah is up 56-14 on Cameron. Going down some other scores. Still 28-28 is the last score. We got Excelsior and Lincoln Prep. 29-7. Looks like that's a final from Grain Valley. As I roll down the scoreboard here, 23-20, Platte County is up on Smithville, late fourth quarter of that one. We have a third down coming up for the Cats. After the timeout, it's third down and 3. So they reset the play clock. And on third down and 3, there goes the handoff into a scrum. River Riley tried to put it into Reynolds' breadbasket, and something happened there. It knocked down, and Reynolds just falls on it for no gain, and the Cats are going to punt it away with 1:55 to go. Warrensburg cannot stop the clock, though. So we have a fourth down coming up. So we will wait here as we are so another timeout on the field. So 1:24 to go here in the fourth. We have a timeout on the field. Cats looking to get to the district championship game as they lead by 15. They will take on the Grain Valley Eagles in Grain Valley if they hold on to this one. So fourth down and 3 coming up with 1:24 to go in the ball game as we will roll down some schedules and see some district championship matchups for next week. Raytown beat William Crispin 26-7, so they're going to move on to a district championship game next week. And Platte County beat Smithville 23-20 was the final in that one. So a late score, a field goal by Platte County is going to end Smithville's season 23-20, and they will take on the winner. As I look on up here, they will take on the winner of Excelsior Springs and Lincoln Prep, and that game still shows a 28-28 score. If anybody else gets a score on that one or sees a different score, definitely let us know. The good punt by Knowles takes them all the way down to the 35, so Warrensburg will have one last gasp here at their own 35, down by 15 with a minute and 18 to go here in this contest. Cats looking for their 6th consecutive trip to a district championship game. They won 4 out of the last 5, the 4 straight, and then they got beat last year by the Warrensburg Tigers, ended their season. They try to throw it to the near side for Munsterman, and it is short-hopped to him, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. So 1:14 left in the ball game. 29-14 the score, 2nd and 10 coming up for the Tigers. I want to thank all our great sponsors for bringing you all these broadcasts. Thank everybody who's listening along. And I've been talking to a couple people who've texted in and said where they were at. And Nappy's going to take off and run with this one. He's going to have a first down, stop the clock up to 46 for a moment. And as soon as they reset those sticks, we will go back at it here. Ball at the 46, clock will roll. Nappy is going to snap it with receivers, 2 to his left, 2 to his right. Throws out in the flats and off the hands of Munsterman, and it bounces incomplete. Bring up a 2nd down and 10. And the thing that is kind of crazy to me right now for Warrensburg is they're not going downfield. I mean, they're throwing 5 and 6 yard out passes down 15 with under a minute to go. You got to hope for a touchdown here and then get a onside kick, but They're letting the clock roll. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Shotgun formation. Cowick in the backfield with Nappy. On a 2nd and 10. He throws it out in the flats and caught by Munsterman, and he's going to have a first down all the way down to the 40-yard line for Warrensburg. That'll move the chains, about a 13, 14-yard gain by Munsterman. And it brings up a 1st and 10 down to the Wildcat 40, and he goes out of bounds with 51 seconds to go here in the ball game. The Cats with a 15-point lead. So here we go on 1st and 10 at the Wildcat 40-yard line. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Cat showing blitz up the middle. Nappy going to take off and run with it. He's going to cut back. He gets it to about the 34-yard line. And that will roll the clock here as he does not get a first down. They're going to give him 6 down to about the 34-yard line. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 4 with 30 seconds to go. And Nappy looking deep. Throws deep. He does not have a receiver. Incomplete. Munsterman had it in his hands. Percival had it in his hands. Munsterman falls to the ground. It rolls incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd and 4 with 21 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. So good defense by the Cats and almost a circus catch by Munsterman there. Would have put him at 1st and goal down at about the 2-yard line. Instead, it is 3rd down and 4 from about the 34-yard line. So we got a 3rd and 4 coming up. 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. 21 seconds to go here in this one. Warrensburg looking to pass, and they throw it in a little hook and lateral for Pitzenbarger. He goes out of bounds after the completion to Munsterman. And with 15 seconds to go, the clock will stop as Pitzenbarger able to get out of bounds down at the 19-yard line. So Cats are going to win this game unless something super drastic happens. They needed to get a touchdown on this play, get an onside kick on the next play, and get a Hail Mary on the following play. That's a tall task with 15 seconds to go in a ball game. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right, shotgun formation. And here we go. Nappy going to throw it over the middle, popped up in the air, incomplete. That was intended for Pitzenbarger. Could not come down with it, and that will be a 2nd and 10 with 10 seconds to go. So Warrensburg battling here late. Going to be a little bit too little too late as the Cats are going to move on to a district championship game next Friday night. And they will play at Green Valley next Friday night. This is still showing a 29-7 score with 12 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. I just don't think it has rolled over to a final yet. So 2nd down and 10 with 10 seconds to go. Nappy looking to throw. He throws it far the other way. Ball jumped up in the air, knocked down. On the far side, it was intended. See who that was. That looks like that was Pitzenbarger on the far side that time. So now 4 seconds to go. So now it's all academic. It's kind of a one of those pride things at this point. Warrensburg trying to score a touchdown, and the Wildcats are trying to keep them out of the end zone. 29-14 the score. Cats, we're going to move to the district championship game next Friday night at Green Valley as we await the final play of this one. He's going to chuck it deep, jump ball in the end zone, incomplete. That's going to end it. The Cats are going to move on to their 6th consecutive district championship game, and they will play the Green Valley Eagles, an old MRVC West foe, next Friday night in Green Valley. We will take a timeout. We will be back with your post-game show after this. We want to thank, talking about the post-game show, want to thank everybody watching at our post-game headquarters, Forged by Fire. We will be back in just a couple of minutes for your post-game show brought to you by Forged by Fire. We'll be back after this.
Well, it's football season, so that means cold weather is not far behind. It's time to drive on over to Young's Auto Repair to get your car ready for the winter. Flush the radiator, get an oil change, and make sure the heater is ready to keep your family comfortable all winter long. If something else may ail your car, bring it in. Let Young's diagnose the problem, get you back on the road. Young's Auto, across the road from Young's Tire on South Commercial Street.
Everyone needs a kickstart at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So go see the team at Sonic of Harrisonville to kick away those afternoon blues with an ice-cold soda full of caffeine to kickstart that energy. The best part, 2 to 4 p.m. is happy hour, so you can kick away the cobwebs for half price. And while you're at it, don't forget to grab an afternoon snack with some cheesy bites or jalapeno poppers. Also, go to the4ts.com and sign up for the Wildcat Kick Contest. So kick away those afternoon blues and get to Sonic today.
What do you look for when you're buying a used vehicle? How about honesty and integrity, along with a reliable vehicle? That's why you should turn to Steve Holland at Holland Auto Sales. Selling reliable vehicles in Harrisonville for 35 years means Holland's will be around when it's time to buy. At Holland's, you get more than a nice vehicle. You get a friend in the car business.
The where the grammars go, Holland's Auto Sales, and ask for Steve.
Everybody loves the old-fashioned drive-in. Well, guess what? Susie Q's has opened up in the Old Peculiar Drive-In location across from the Frog Barn in Peculiar. Go in, get the signature Susie Q, you know, the one that's so big they barely fit in the basket. While you're at it, at the Tenderloin. So next time you think, man, I wish I had an old drive-in, remember, there's one 5 minutes up I-49 in Peculiar at Susie Q's.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a swing set standoff. And we covered it. July 1st, 2015. Talk to Farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Farmers Insurance, Bradley Sainer, in the A-frame at 1808 North Commercial Street in Harrisonville.
When it comes to your vehicle's maintenance, we know you have plenty of options. Sometimes so many options can make it hard to find an honest, reliable automotive shop. That is where Quality Auto Service and Repair comes in, with a commitment to providing customers with honest, quality service at reasonable prices. Our technology and expertise provide you with the best car care imaginable. We take pride in diagnosing your vehicle correctly and getting you back on the road quickly. We are family owned and operated since 1995. For an appointment, call 816-380-7267. Quality Auto Service and Repair, building relationships through automotive service. It's who the Davidsons trust for auto repair.
Does your lawn need some TLC? Owned and operated by 3 generations of Wildcats, Held's Turf Farm is your local stop for sod and topsoil since 1971. Whether you need 1 roll of sod, 1 scoop of dirt, or a whole truckload, we have you covered. A new home in your future? Give us a call at 816-540-2020 and set up a quote for new sod installation. Held's Turf Farm is located between Harrisonville and Pleasant Hill and is open 8 to 5 weekdays and 8 to noon on Saturdays.
We've all been there before. Needed to deposit a check in our account, but nowhere near our bank. That's where Hawthorne's Bank's mobile banking comes in. Simply open your mobile banking app, take a picture of the check, and presto, the check's been deposited. Hawthorne Bank has the big bank convenience with small town roots. So if you want a friendly, quick, and convenient service in a hometown bank, go see our friends at Hawthorne Bank next to Troby's on Plaza Drive.
Does your lawn need some TLC? Owned and operated by 3 generations of Wildcats, Held's Turf Farm is your local stop for sod and topsoil since 1971. Whether you need 1 roll of sod, 1 scoop of dirt, or a whole truckload, we have you covered. A new home in your future? Give us a call at 816-540-2020 and set up a quote for new sod installation. Held's Turf Farm is located between Harrisonville and Pleasant Hill and is open 8 to 5 weekdays and 8 to noon on Saturdays.
Wildcats win it 29-14 over the Warrensburg Tigers. They moved to their 6th consecutive district championship game. They won 4 in a row. Warrensburg was able to end their season last year in the district championship game. The Cats were able to return the favor in the semifinals of the districts this year, 29-14. They move on to the championship game. It is time for your postgame show, brought to you by our postgame headquarters, Forged by Fire in Harrisonville. Head on over to Forged by Fire for a postgame appetizer and celebrate your Wildcats. So what does it all mean? Several things. The Wildcats improved to 6-5 on the year. First time they've been on over 500 on the season. They started this season 0-4. They've won 6 out of their last 7 games to move to 6-5 on the season. They move on to a district championship game for the 6th consecutive year, and they've got a shot next week at a district title against Grain Valley, who won 36-7 over Grandview in their contest. So the Cats, they're giving themselves a shot. They're playing for a district title for the 6th consecutive year. So it'll be interesting to see how they match up with Grain Valley. A lot of people have told me Grain Valley has some big lines offensively and defensively, so could be a good matchup for the Wildcats next Friday night. Jace Reynolds, you know, what can you say about the kid? Each and every week he goes out and gives it all. He got dinged in the second quarter, was able to come back in the ball game. Unofficially, we had him, it looks like, at 235 yards on the night, give or take a couple. But if our math is right, then he's over 2,000 yards on the season in just the 11th game of the season. He went over the 2,000-yard mark. We've got him at 2,012 yards on the season. Also, he had 3 touchdowns again tonight, Jace Reynolds. He's been the workhorse for the Cats, and he has had an amazing season. 2,000 yards rushing in 11 games. Most coaches will ask for that, just a little under 200 yards a game. Last couple of games, he had 290 last week, over 200 again this week. Hit a 350-yard game earlier this year. So he's one of those backs. He's going to wear you down. He's not huge. He just runs hard. He runs fast, and he was able to get it done. And with talking about him, he's my max effort player of the game, brought to you by Harrisonville's Max Motors, Max Ford of Harrisonville. Your max effort player of the game, Jace Reynolds, none other than him. It could be renamed the Jace Reynolds effort player of the year, as he has had some great years. My teammate of the game tonight, you know, that usually goes to the guy without all fanfare, brought to you by Harrisonville Insurance teammates Lacey Dominic of Shelter Insurance and Cameron Chenoweth of American Family. Call and get a quote from them today. I'm going to go with Kyron Beavers. The senior got hurt late third quarter, but it was, you know, one of two things can happen in a situation like that. Your team can get deflated, feel bad. He was down on the field for quite a while. They were able to get him off. Lower leg injury, that's all we know. We don't know much more than that. They had his leg wrapped up. So Kyron Beavers is going to be our teammate of the game. The Cats were able to rally around that. They were able to get a 4th down stop after that all happened. That's a hard task for high school kids to come back from after seeing one of your teammates on the ground for so long. They were able to answer the bell, get a 4th down stop on a 4th and 2. Nappy tried to get to the outside. He couldn't get to the outside, and that ended their threat there, and the Cats were able to score moments later on a 76-yard run by Jace Reynolds to put this game away and make it a 2-score game. And the Cats were able to run out the clock with some running after that. You know, a couple of huge first downs late in the ball game, able to keep that clock moving, forced Warrensburg to use their timeouts early when they didn't want to, and the Cats were able to maintain that 15-point lead. So that's our teammate of the game. Of course, want to always thank our official outfitter of the game, and that is C Squared Custom Embroidery and Screen Printing in Clinton, Missouri. Anytime you need something, you look at these nice polos we've got on. They do a great job as well. So a lot on the line. The Wildcats are victorious tonight by a final count of 29-14. That means the Wildcats will be playing next Friday night. You know we'll have that broadcast on 4T's next Friday. Also, wanted to shout out to Brickhouse Coffee as they came on board. They've been a great sponsor as well that came on board. The staff over there, they've got a new app on the Joe Coffee app. You can get that on your cell phone. Download the app. If you put $25 down on your app, you will get a free coffee your first coffee will be free. They have a lot of sugar-free variety of syrup, so if you want a sugar-free drink, they have those as well. But the best part is that app. You can order on the app. You can have it ready. You just jump out, run in, and get it. It's already paid for, and you can be on your way. Such convenience from the new owners at Brick House Coffee in Harrisonville in the historic Harrisonville Square. So we're going to wrap it up here from Warrensburg. I want to thank everybody that helped put this one together this week. It's been a tough week for us to make sure we got everything going. We had soccer on Tuesday night. We were hoping we had soccer last night and then a game tonight. Jerry, obviously, and Travis couldn't be here tonight. We want to, again, send our condolences to them as they lost their grandma and mother-in-law over this past week. So condolences to you guys. We'll be sending prayers your way each and every night. And I want to thank Larissa Lamb, who's over here behind me, and Mr. Ron Allschlager for being able to get us on the air tonight. We had a seamless broadcast in crazy circumstances. We were able to get it on the air, so thanks to those two. Thanks to Jerry Forschler for always doing behind-the-scenes work this week, even when he was busy. So, again, your final score, 29-14, Cats win it. We're saying good night from Warrensburg. We'll see you next Friday night in Grain Valley.